it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub, or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.
You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm never.
Hola, happy Monday everyone. I hope everyone is well. And yes, we will be going through a deleted live that will be very interesting. But a few things first. So Maria, you are a horrible, horrible friend to Brooke. And I know you're doing to Brooke what you told me you did to Julie at one point. And I'm sorry, Julie, I don't even mean to bring you into this, but you're using her. And she used to tell me she did this with Julie. I'm not her friend. And I mean, it's probably different now, Julie, but this was when we spoke. She's not my friend. I just use her to tell her shit and get information and da-da-da. And she does the same with Brooke. But Brooke had Maria blocked, completely blocked, until she was told that her husband was sick. And then she only unblocked her to help her. But she spoke to you a lot, Maria, and for you to pretend that she only wanted to know about Jules is a lie. She didn't want Jules harassing you because you had been dealing with that. So she didn't want Jules giving you a hard time, hammer texting you. So you need to stop lying about people. You absolutely fucking lie about people and it's ridiculous. I'll say my hellos. So, hi Sudie, hi Stevie Lee. Hi Sarah motherfucking Z. Hi Raven. Yeah, Raven, you can keep it. Hi, my Christoph. Hi, Sweets. Yes, you're allowed an opinion, Sweets. Hi, Jess Fletch. You need to stay up for an hour. Hi, Julie. Nice smelling, Julie. Hi, Star. Hi, Donna Lee. Hi, Wanda. Good to see you. Hi, not my real name. Hi, 11. Hi, Heidi. Hi, sweet potato. So, Maria, you that pretend you're not friends with Brooke, and Brooke's nothing to you, but you're friends with Jules. So why, when you found out about Glenwood, did you phone Brooke? You phoned Brooke, you never phoned Jules. Brooke, he at work. Brooke, wait till I tell you, Glenwood's back in jail, Brooke. And you knew Brooke would go live with that tea. You didn't even tell Jules, your fucking friend. That's the sort of friend Maria is. That's the sort of shit Maria does behind people's backs. That's who she is. So I don't think Jules is probably listening, but I hope someone tells her. Your friend Maria was the one who ran to Brooke to tell Brooke about Glenwood because Geneva found it online, and Jules didn't know, so she hadn't told Jules yet. But why would you tell the one person that's going live about Jules and Dragoner? Why? No, she didn't. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. So just shows you what sort of fucking person she is. Honestly, she's a horrible person. Horrible person. Can't be trusted. And this is the sort of shit she does behind people's backs. but she's smiling in Jules's face and telling people, I'm on the fence, I'm on the fence. Which is why that day I came into KK's live and she freaked when I wrote in the chat, you're dragging Brooke right now, but you're phoning Brooke behind the scenes. Hi, George. So she's up in that panel talking about all the old shit. Meanwhile, she's behind the scenes phoning Brooke. Brooke, Glenn was in jail, Glenn was in jail. Knowing Brooke would go live and drop that tea. She wanted Brooke to blindside Jules, her friend. Hi, Ghosty. So there we go. That's Maria. But Maria, considering you lie so much, hold on, there's somebody else I want to address. When JJ came into Georgie's live and started attacking Brooke for no reason other than she's JJ. That was the only reason. So she came in and attacked Brooke about something her and Maria are fine about. I don't get it. I don't know what it's got to do with her. But I said to her that day to basically shut the fuck up or leave. I said, you don't come in to Georgie's live any other time to support him. Don't come in just to attack subs in here. And that's it. Now she's trying to say I was controlling Georgie's chat, and she's not the only one that said it. She had plenty to say on KK's panel. I've not responded to that publicly. I've not had my say. I did say, hi, Amanda, and I hope you're having a great time in Chicago. And I didn't get the chance to say it because she told a lot of lies. Because JJ knows that I didn't drop all her information in a chat. She knew she was lying, saying that shit. And coming out with all this shit, oh, you did this to Maria. What the fuck is all that got to do with you? And if you think anybody, and that's not just me, if you think anybody believes this woman's fucking sober when she acts like this, I don't care if it's alcohol, it's something. She's doing something. She's drinking or taking something that causes this, because that is not normal behaviour. That is not normal behaviour. And I saw Kendra write it on a post, and she was 100% right. Kendra gets called out all the time for her shit. And JJ was writing the next day, that hoe. Bitch, I'm no hoe. Okay? I'm no hoe. I don't know who you think you're talking to. But if you don't shut the fuck up, I will drag you every fucking stream I do. And I mean that. You're just nasty. I'm happy never to mention this woman's name again because I don't like her. I think she's a troublemaker. And do you know the thing? I think what really bothered her, hi Savage, is that me and Bliss left it civilly on Heidi's panel, and I don't think she liked that. I don't think she liked that. Come up there running her mouth again. But anyway, so that is that. And again, I thought we said, let's not talk about families. And what did she do? She ran into a chat running her fucking mouth, didn't she? So what's good for the goose is good for the gander, so keep it up. As I said, I'm happy to never speak about this woman again. Let's see if she can do that. Let's see if Motormouth can do that. And Maria, you posting that about anybody can look up driving records, but you know who's not allowed to do that, Maria, and dox people with it? Insurance brokers. So you sort of threw JJ under the bus because when you posted that, people started looking up a lot more. And there's a lot more behind all of that that shouldn't be happening. Now, do I think anybody should be going and running and reporting that? No, I don't. I don't. But was she not one of the ones that was behind the let's report Brooke? Hi, Hint. Ridiculous. But anyway, I'm going to come away from that. There was something else and somebody else. Oh, Maria's been up all night. Maria has been up all night. For anybody, oh, thanks, Kendra. For anybody to think that what she's writing in her community tab is okay. I heard recently, I don't know if somebody was replaying something, and Maria was basically justifying calling Siwa by her attacker's surname. And this woman was calling me Momo, and I said, right, okay, so if I call her Siwa Dudu, then she'll know not to call me Momo. Does anybody else have a problem with that? Maria, how about you don't go that low? How about you're a 63-year-old mother and grandmother and you just don't do shit like that? How about that? Hi, just me. How about you don't mention Georgie's father's demise? How about that? And I know what she's going to say. He mentioned my family. Your family's alive. Your family's alive. And you don't just mention one family member. You mentioned his mum, his brother, his dad. Like, but for the way you constantly try and taunt that man and try and telling people that you're worried about Jules's mental health. You're not worried about anyone's mental health, Maria. You care about no one. No one. But Maria made plenty of accusations, so I'm going to play the live that I told Dreamy to phone the police on Maria for. So let's get back to January, and I want to thank Cooch, because this live was so bad with the doxing, I had to ask Cooch to blurt out every single dox. So Cooch had to go through all this a couple of times. But she's put some little Easter eggs in there for us, so there's that. Yes. Listen, she didn't just call Siwa with that guy's name. She was putting up posts saying Siwa and so-and-so's love story. The love story of Siwa and so, things like that. And I told her, it wasn't my channel at that point. I was already away. And I told her, Maria, I really, really don't like that. I'm not comfortable with this. That's horrible. Yep, Star, she always takes it too far. And see, for anybody else saying, oh, don't poke the bear, there's no excuse for Maria's behaviour. And you're all acting as if she's some sort of badass. This shit makes her ill. It makes her ill. Hi, Dreamy. That's what I was going to say. So, anybody relaying why I said I wasn't speaking to Jen? See if you're clever. Try and get it right. Try and stick to facts. Don't make up your own little story of what I said and how I said it, because you're a liar. That's not clever. Clever people don't need to lie. There we go. Hi, Sassy. So I'm going to play this live. So let me share. And you can probably hear Pablo snoring away in the background there. Okay, I want this the other way around, actually. I want that to be the big side. Okay.
Live titled
with E11's first and middle name.
From January 23rd. And let me get it playing, and here we go.
Yes, Raven, she did. She made up that story about Georgie's deceased father and tried to call him a PDF. Like, and George comes at her. And does he mention her husband at times? Yes, he does. But he doesn't accuse her husband of being a PDF, does he? I never saw that.
Oh, it's small, that's why. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Can everybody hear that okay?
Let's fuck. Oh, the shit. What did I do to it? Maybe I'm gonna have to restart this. Give me a minute. Hold on. Hold up.
Oh, look at that. Scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Cash App, drop the mic 23. Is that not proof, Maria? Is that not proof?
Can you guys see me? Or do I have to? Why is this not working?
Thanks. Be prepared, because I started listening to this thinking, is this going to be as bad as what I sort of remember that night? It was worse. There's going to be trigger warning at a few bits of this. I'm sorry, Amanda, you came up quite a bit here and she doxes your son. But that's been covered. His name's been covered.
Now I'm back. Hey, everybody. Hi, AKA. Hi, Cree. Hi, Viva. Hi, Sherry Wine. Hey, Rabbit.
Hi, Stacey.
Hey, Celia. Hi, Tom. How are you?
Exactly.
Hey, Nurse Jen. Hey, Jane D. So I wasn't even going to go live, but
So she's doxing E at this point.
has a hair up her ass, and she's being a pain in the ass. And these people do things to me, and then they pretend like they don't do anything.
They do things to me. Like, what age is she? No, she's the worst of the worst in this community.
So here's what's going to happen from now on. You want to call me Momo? I'm going to call you by your full legal name. Every time. Full, not the middle and the first. Same with
So I should do that then when you call me Olga, Anne loves tea. I don't really give a shit. That you're just showing how childish you are, Maria.
you, Kendra. Same with anybody's name that I have. You want respect, you got to give it back. And then Rainbow mentioned my grandkids in the chat. And
so she doxes E11, and she made a mistake because Rainbow didn't say anything about her grandkids. I don't know if maybe her friends are misinforming her, but Rainbow didn't say anything about her grandkids. Miss Liability said something, but I don't think they actually said anything bad. I think they were saying, should she not be spending time with her grandkids? Something like that.
pretends like she didn't see it.
I'm going to tell everybody a little fun fact here, and I don't think don't be upset with me. What people didn't realise is he was actually waiting for eye surgery at this point. So see, when he was saying, I'm not seeing that in the chat, she wasn't seeing it in the chat. Her visibility was really, really poor. So people don't realise that. I'm sorry, but I just need to be upfront. No, this was from January this year.
I will talk about your grandkids day and night, or your grandkid day and night. And you want me to talk about what you said about your daughter? How you guys argue all the time?
When did she say that? Because I've never heard her say that.
That's how you guys want to go about it and pretend like you're not doing anything, talking about my family in your chat, and you pretend like it didn't happen. And then,
was this not the night that she wrote something about your daughter?
Then she goes to say, "Oh, I see my grandkid once a week." Well,
There she's doxing you again.
See him a lot less than I do, so shut the fuck up.
Really, really.
I'm serious. You guys are the ones who start the same thing, this over and over again, and say that it's me. I'm not even. I had her on recording. I wasn't even listening to her before, and I saw.
Why are you recording everyone, you fucking weirdo? Why?
Rainbow talking about my grandkids.
It wasn't Rainbow.
And she totally ignores it. Totally ignores it.
She didn't see it.
And then she says, I can't read every chat. And I'm telling you, it wasn't one comment.
There's the hypocrisy. So she said, thanks, E, I hope you don't mind. So she mocked E about that, saying she couldn't see it. And just yesterday, she said she couldn't read the chat on her phone. So there we are, Maria.
And then when I put that on my community tab, she's like, don't you dare talk about my grandkids. Hey, Linda, how are you? It goes both ways. Hey, Stephen.
He didn't talk about your grandkids.
It goes both ways. I hadn't even mentioned her. I haven't mentioned her grandkids. I haven't mentioned her grandchild. I haven't mentioned her daughter.
So what she's doing in this live, she's live. E's also live. And E's live open. And she's watching the chat. So she starts to attack. Hi, Irish lass. Everyone in the chat.
I haven't mentioned anybody in her family. And she's here. She was there in George's calling me Momo. And then, yep. And then she started in her chat allowing this Rainbow weirdo who is, you're lucky to God I'm not wasting my time finding you, Rainbow, because really you shouldn't be a teacher to anybody.
Why not? Why not?
To anybody. Talking about and then other people in the chat bringing up my family. And she's like, I can't read anything. Well, I can't read anything either. I can't read everything either. So now your family is my target.
Doxy again.
If you want to continue that, I will do it to you too. It's that easy. Are you getting along better with your daughter now?
I don't know why you're acting like her and her daughter have got issues, Maria, because that's not true. E11's daughter and her have never had issues. I don't know why you're saying that. But this is what she does. She talks about other people's kids, but don't talk about mine. Maria, E's daughter has never posted on Reddit. And I know what Maria's going to say, that Brooks did. Do you know why, Maria? Because she was a kid, a teenager. Your daughter is a married woman in her 30s with children. There's a big fucking difference.
Is she still trying to like always get you as a babysitter when she just wants to take off?
That's a lie as well.
Has life gotten better for you?
That's a lie, Maria.
You have to learn to respect people if you want respect back. I don't watch them either. I don't know why the hell I looked at I wasn't even looking at her. I looked at the chat and first thing I seen was Rainbow talking about my grandkids. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
So you saw it was the wrong person. You saw it was the wrong person, but he was supposed to see it as well. Okay.
And she pretends like, oh, yep, didn't see that one. Didn't see Steven's comment. No, it's all right.
You can drop the bingo card in the chat if you want. Exactly, E. E spends time with her grandkids. Exactly, George.
But didn't see Tom. Hey, Night Angel, how are you? You know, she skips through the ones that she doesn't want to say. And then, now that I said I'm going to go live, she dropped the link for me. How about stop talking about me? And that's it. You don't have to mention my family. You don't have to say that if you see your grandkids more or less. You don't have to say shit about me. How hard?
She never said she saw her grandkids more than you. She just said she sees her grandson once a week. You're the one that said there you see your grandkids more, and it's a lie.
It's for you to do that. Here's a link for you. I'm not going to your shit. But you can come here. I'm not going to your shit. You're going to allow that in your chat. I'm sure as hell I'm not going in there. And trust me, if I see that again, I will expose everything I have on you. So stop already.
Everything like what? You get nothing on E11. Nothing. Again, it's all these threats. Exactly, E. Exactly. It's all these threats. And she sounds manic and it doesn't sound healthy. So see when you're putting up little things, the Cuban killer, the only person Maria's going to kill at this point is herself. Because this is not good for her health. This behaviour, Maria's been up all night fucking posting. I was up really early this morning and Maria was actively posting and I was like, Jesus, it's late. And then it was like 11 o'clock in the morning, my time, and Maria was still posting 5 and 6 in the morning, her time. That's not good. It's not healthy.
Move on to your content and leave me alone. I don't have any reason to talk about you at all.
But the thing is, she never stopped. She brings us all up all the fucking time. And that's why she removed her transcript. When I showed on that wheel how many times she mentioned my name, E's name, everybody's names, she started removing transcripts.
Nothing to do with you. She's as mentally ill as Jen is.
Wow.
It's the weirdest shit ever. I don't even click on any of their lives. I'm smarter than I only recorded George because you know how George is.
She gave you a warning.
Stop talking about Maria's grandchildren and family. Yes, that's all I ask. Don't bring them up.
But nobody's actually talking about her grandkids. That's the thing. She's exaggerating. You say that, Jen, we're not talking about your kids, Jen, even though you bring them up all the fucking time. So it's the same thing, is it not? Is it not?
So my family is the only one that can be talked about. And then she says, don't you dare bring up mine. Girl, if you're a grandmother like you say you are, you know better than that. Don't allow it in your chat. And Kendra, call me Momo again, and I'm going to be calling you by your full name. And the only reason I'm not saying it here is because you can strike the live, but I can put it all over my community tab. So grow up and do your own thing and act.
She's telling people to grow up. This psycho is telling people to grow up. Everybody click on your bingo cards. Click on your bingo card.
like adults. It's not that hard. Life goes on after YouTube. You don't have to drag people's family into it. And I don't want to, but I will,
I don't want to.
because yours isn't better than mine.
It's not about whose is better than whose, Maria. With you, it's who can go the lower, and you will always go the lowest. To try and intimidate people, to try and bully people, you're a bully.
And then trying to figure out what times I work. George was saying yesterday, she should be at work right now, so I'm gonna call. Hey, Freeside, I'm gonna call I'm gonna email the president of the company or the whatever. And does the same shit, and Kendra was just doing the same shit in E11.
Never said I was going to email the president of your company, so stop fucking lying. There she doxes you again.
Chat. Don't talk about where I work, because Kendra, I will find out where you work. If you want to keep talking about my job, I will find out where you work. It's not that hard. So leave real life out of it.
Maria,
it's freaking YouTube.
Already.
Leave real life out of it. And Jen, I hope everybody and their mother drags you, because that's what you deserve. You continue to bring me up when I haven't. You keep saying I stopped talking to your children. I've never talked to your children, not once. Not once.
Sorry,
you're not a victim.
Something there. Hold on. Back just slightly.
And does the same shit, and Kendra was just doing the same shit in E11 in chat. Don't talk about where I work, because Kendra, I will find out where you work.
But you'd already doxed one of Kendra's jobs. You'd already posted that in your community tab for no reason. For no reason. Just one day, just doxed her job. Didn't you, Maria? You put up a picture of a pizza place who you knew. How did you guys know she was working there? Because she never told you.
If you want to keep talking about my job, I will find out where you work. It's not that hard.
But nobody was talking about where you worked. Were we maybe messing about? Maria, do you know where everybody got your shift pattern? Your daughter put it on Reddit. So take it up with her.
So leave real life out of it. It's freaking YouTube.
Well, she threatened real life.
Leave real life out of it. And
hi, DJ Jamie's mum.
Jen, I hope everybody and their mother drags you, because that's what you deserve. You continue to bring me up when I haven't. You keep saying I stopped talking to your children. I've never talked to your children, not once.
I don't know if Jen has said that or not. I've not heard this, but I don't know.
Not once. You're not a victim. Something that Sophie said today that really got me thinking. Jen is now playing Terry Time's lives, and then she'll play Jules' lives. You know why she does that? And she continues to play Terry Time. Nobody wants to hear Terry Time screaming, but Jen continues to play it. You know why? Because she has nothing else to do.
And what about you? You go live and just talk shit in people every single live. What's your content? It says Maria's Crochet Corner. When was the last time you crocheted?
She can't come up with anything to talk about. So she plays Terry Times. And at the same time, she's taking the little views that Terry Time gets. Well, it's not like nobody's going to be seeing her. But she takes those views away from Terry Time because she has nothing else. And then later tonight on a vertical, you can see how she cleans. Because none of us in this YouTube community has ever cleaned anything. Hey, Carrie, none of us have ever cleaned. So yeah, that's her content. How a hoarder starts to clean.
How a hoarder.
Can you imagine?
Jen's house, to me, she does clean. And I don't think, why would you care? Look at your own fucking kitchen.
And she keeps saying, the stalkers. Jules, my stalker. You don't have a stalker. Nobody here has a stalker.
So you know, I was gardening yesterday when I was listening to this, but I didn't get to actually see it all.
I know the definition of a stalker. Maria! Oh my God, it's so annoying. No wonder people stopped watching her. She was playing Ann and Brooke right after the live too. She has nothing else. She has absolutely, hey Muggsy, nothing else. Nothing. She does that because she has nothing else to do. And I told you, if you guys see a lot of those posts that I'm putting up of Flint and Tracy, every time she pisses me off before I click a live, I'm posting one of their videos.
But why? Why do you want to post a video of a woman who died as probably a result of her lifestyle, who'd been through a horrible time before that? Why? Because she's got kids out there, Maria, and you think that her kids can't click on the internet and see people like you using the mother's death and Clint, who was in a bit of a mess himself. Like, why? So you go after her family all the fucking time. But she's not to mention your husband, or you'll post her deceased mum. Like, so you're always provoking her, always provoking her.
So if she gets pissed off that the real Queen Tracy is on there, oh, that's Alfie Queen Cindy.
Exactly.
That's because I'd rather put that than go live. The only reason I came live now is because E11 allows that in her chat, and then she plays victim, and she's like, "No, Maria, don't talk about my family," but she can about mine. Such a hypocrite. I literally don't even talk about her children or her.
But E11 has never spoke about your family. She's never. There was a comment in your chat. That's the difference. She never spoke about your family.
Daughter or her grandson or her son, nobody. And she does this shit to me. And tries to play the victim. I'm so sick of these people. E11, you really should think about moving to Ohio, because your mentality is right there with Jen's. Those pictures hurt me when I see them. I know, but I don't know of any other way I can get Jen to stop. I don't want anything to do with her.
But you're not getting her to stop. You're just doing it to be wicked. You try and act like a badass. Why do you think Jules doesn't post that shit? KK doesn't post that shit. Why, Maria? Because it's too low for everybody else.
Absolutely nothing. Like, there's not even a peace treaty. There's no conversation. To me, she's the scum of the earth. She's not.
No, Maria, that's absolutely you. Because you go lower than anyone else in this platform.
A good human being. And who said it? Was it in Sophie? Was it in your chat that said? Somebody in your chat, I think, said Jen was never mentally unstable. She never had that mental breakdown. It is who she is. Who the fuck is this person behind it? I don't know who you are, so I can't add you. I'm sorry, I don't know you. And the last thing I need is to get P-bombed. I've never heard of you. Sorry. Okay. Oh, hold on, that person just threw me off. She was born damaged goods. She was. Hold on. Why is this person? Hey, Winnie, whoever you are, I'm not adding you. I'm sorry. This is who she's always been. She had no mental breakdown. If you go back to the videos, I've got videos of her IGs from 2020, very beginning of 2023, 2022. She's the same person. But it does.
Did she just say, I've got videos? Why would you have videos? Why?
Bother me, but I'm trying to understand. Sherry, I don't even play her videos. I don't play any of her lives. I don't want to hear it. Sometimes when I'm watching Jules and there's a part of it that triggers me because I don't hear it, so I hear it for the first time in Jules, I walk away from Jules and then I give it a few minutes and I come back in because she triggers me that badly.
No, you post 24/7 on your community tab, Maria. You think that's got an effect? It's like Maria going live continuously through the day. Nasty.
Because I can't understand why a person can lie as much as Jen and not understand what she's doing. She just doesn't understand what she's doing. I don't get it. She keeps playing the victim and she puts herself in that situation. And you will be blue on your face telling her, Jen, don't do it this way. This is why people get like that with you. And she still continues to do it. And there's nothing you can do. If you're doing the same to me, I don't know what I do. I don't get it. She triggers me as well. Even when I said today with Siwa, when Siwa was calling me Momo, I started calling her by her real name. Or not by her real name, by her name and Donnie's last name, right? So it triggered her. So a normal person would say, shit, I don't like her to call me that name. So I'm going to stop. So when she didn't stop, I kept doing it.
No, a normal person wouldn't go that fucking low and post the guy's name who attacked her. You did more than post his name and call her by that name. And Lindsay did it too, and it's not acceptable. Because you people all fucking cry victim when shit happens to you. Lindsay cries victim too, but you want to kick somebody in the worst way possible. I told you at the time, Maria, when we were friends, I don't fly with that shit.
Because if you don't like somebody call you, then don't call them what they don't want to be called. But no, it turns around and they say, Maria's a horrible person for calling Siwa by Donnie's last name.
Yes.
It was in her, she had the power to stop it.
No. You should never have went there. How about that? Siwa get called Walrus. Did she start calling you by your attacker's surname, Maria? Did she? Everybody called Siwa Walrus, but she never went as low as you. Nobody goes as low as Maria.
She had the power to stop it and she didn't want to stop it. So if you're telling me, so now I'm telling you, Maria, she doesn't understand what she's doing. She just chooses to.
Not even doxing fault. Putting Siwa's attacker's last name as her surname,
Ignore you, yeah. She didn't understand, I know. Jen knows exactly what she's doing. She knows attention, good or bad. She doesn't care. She's spiraling, Maria. I do get it. It's okay. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that. If Jenny stopped being ratchet and hateful, she would have nothing to live stream about. She has nothing to live stream about. I only come live 2 times a week. I don't think I would have anything to talk about if I come live every day like Jen does. Every day, bitching about the same.
No, Jen goes live every day. You're in every live every day. You're in lives. You're in Discord. You're in IG. You're everywhere but the places you fucking should be.
Exact thing. Reading about bullies, doesn't see it in herself.
Oh,
And then she hates Marie,
what
and then says stupid things like, Sly said this to me.
Can everybody say a wee prayer for Lisa Wigger, please? Oh no, I'll drop her a wee message. Oh, prayers for you, Lisa.
And it's all tied in with Jules. You get it? You get it? You get it? Because Sly was in Jules. You get it? It's all tied. She sounds exactly like George. Everybody's tied in with everybody. We're all connected. We're all siblings. It's the weirdest shit. And if they and you tell her Sly has her own channel, Sly does what she wants to do, and she still blames it on Jules. There has to be a connection with Jules. I don't understand. And these people that said that they want to move on, E11 and Anne and everybody else who has said that they want to move on and can't, they're the ones who keep bringing it up.
No, Maria, so last November, maybe end of October to the beginning of December, I wasn't here at all. I wasn't here at all. I didn't do one live. I felt that leaving this platform, I'd had enough, and I felt Maria cannot stop saying my fucking name. She can't stop saying my name.
Coach, play that video of my sister 1,000,000 fucking times. I don't care. I don't care. You will never affect me. Your life is miserable on your own, darling. That's what you don't understand. And Coach actually said the other day, which is what what blows me away. I saw her make a comment that I wanted her 4-foot tall brother. How does that shit even come out?
So why is she talking about Coochie's brother? Why is she bringing that guy up? Septic shock. Oh my God. Oh, prayers for you, Lisa. Sending you lots of love. I feel bad going back to play this. Do you know that? Oh.
Your mouth as an adult. How can you say that anybody would want your 4-foot brother as an adult? You know, you put your brother out for mockery when you say shit like that. Because
I think her brother's got a better life than you'll ever even imagine, Maria.
nobody wants your brother. Or Anne saying, Maria wanted me, that's why she's like that. And
I never said you wanted me, Maria. Thank you. I made jokes. You, Maria, let me just, I'll let this play.
not even Dreamsicle really wants you. And they just can't stop. Jen's only content though, she needs people to talk about her. Yeah, that's it. She received kindness when she came in the communities and was told to drop it and let go of it, but only eventually stop. She refused. I knew she was never going to drop it. She went into that new community on the victim. And I only went up there that time, and that guy was not the nicest. And I said, all we require is for her to stop talking about us. She can't do it. If she's not a victim, she can't do that. She can't do a live without being a victim. Hey, Rusky, look, George, I got a new mod. Come after him. Come after him, George. And then today I saw Star, you really need to have some type of surgery because you're either hard of hearing or comprehension is off. I didn't say I was going to dox all his mods. I said I would dox one that's in there if she's okay with him doxing Cree. Jason Min. I know. And plus, ooh, Cooch, your brother is just about as good looking as you are. Rusky's a mod, yep. George said he wanted to go after a mod, so there you go. Go after.
So why are you talking about Coochie's family? See what I mean? Cooch wasn't talking about her family. Why is she talking about Coochie's family? Oh, poor Lisa.
Him, George. Go ahead, do it. I dare you. But George said threatening women in his post, like he's gonna come after them, do all this stuff to them.
What you mean he was threatening you legally, Maria? Is that what you mean he was threatening you legally? Because George is not a violent person. He doesn't threaten people like that.
And all these other women in there supporting this. They're in there supporting George doing this. Many of these YouTubers have mental instability. I know. He expects to run her yap about everyone being foul as can be, and everyone never mentioned her poor behavior. And it's never going to happen. It's horrible. Yeah, come on. Rookie's here. Go ahead, George. We're waiting. Come on. Who are you going to start with, Rookie or Steven? Because you like to go after women, you don't go after men. I'm really behind, but I actually understand Jen does the stuff she does. I do not understand what, but I actually understand why Jen does the stuff she does. I do not understand her supporters and how they could be so incredibly naive and stupid. I don't get it. There's something off with her, and she seems to work herself on the weak-minded. She
Listen, I'm only 16 minutes into this and I feel absolutely exhausted.
seems to work herself into their minds. It's like really dangerous game that she plays, and it's a scary game too because I realize how many people online are so weak-minded that they fall for this shit over and over and over again. Look at Kat, K-A-T, Kat. I got nothing against her. I don't. I have nothing against Kat, but she is so weak-minded. She comes into people's chat. She goes kiss Jen's ass. She comes into people's chat and says, "Jen, this is what," goes back into Jen's chat, kissing her ass. These are the people that Jen drags down, that believe everything blindly. Jen, yeah, you're a victim. Jen, you're a victim. She doesn't realize she's being manipulated. That's why I said I don't have anything against Kat. It's that Jen is manipulating her, and she doesn't see it because Jen can't manipulate somebody else. Let Jen try to manipulate Lisa Marie or Sophie Queen Cindy or Carrie or Nurse Jen. She can't. She's got to go after people like Kat, like 111 or whatever his name is.
And I've only done this at 1.25 speed. I had to slow it down. I was at 1.5 and I had to bring it back.
Like Brenna, like Brenda, who's back in there again, kissing her ass. She lost who was the two that left? Sherry and somebody else. Jane Lee. She lost them too. And I don't know how they held out. Or Sylvia. Sylvia, who works so hard and is always helping Jen out financially. Hey, Sherry. She's always helping out Jen financially while she busts her ass working because she's always working.
How do you know she helps Jen financially? How many people have helped you financially, Maria? Huh? How many people? When are we going to see those receipts that you for the fundraising, Maria? When are you ever going to show them?
And Jen's sitting on her ass, putting butter on her sink.
Stacey,
George W. is a truly disgusting man who wishes he were a woman. That's exactly right, aka.
Cooch told me this was a hard listen because she went through it twice. I listened in my garden. I was busy gardening, so I was had earbuds in, and I was like, "Oh my god, but actually sitting watching this and I mean, it's exhausting."
That's the problem. He wants to be a queen and he can't be a queen, so he goes after.
So there's your homophobia right there, Maria. What do you mean he wants to be a queen? Because she also says in this live that he wants to be a woman. Why are you so fucking homophobic?
Women all the time. And then George makes up this stuff about Geneva. Geneva's done a lot. Geneva has done a lot. And so has Amber Sherrington. But he has Amber in his ear saying about
But you don't know that you are making that an assumption. You say George joins the dots, and here you are joining dots.
Saying things about Geneva and giving her full blame for something that both of them knew about. And that's making him go after her on purpose.
Well, Maria, some of these things have got proof.
Jen's not moving anywhere. Those of us she can't manipulate and see through her crap. She can't keep us hidden, blocked, trying to shut us up. Yep, never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. And Jen, you can unblock anybody you want. I would never go in your chat. Absolutely never go in that piece of shit chat you have. Where's my block list? I don't know. No, it's on YouTube Studio. I'll show you. It's on the YouTube Studio. You can look through that one and see. I just don't understand. Like, now she's arguing with Deadly, William, and Amzie.
Who is this, AKA? Who is that? I've never even seen that account before. And I was in KK's last week and saw something about this AK.
Tomorrow, they'll love each other. Sunday, they'll all be mad at each other. So, because you want, she keeps saying the same thing over again. Jules, you were okay with me. Jules, you were okay with me.
But she's right.
She's like stuck on. Don't forget, Jeff even told her. Yep, she's stuck on. Jules, you were okay with me. Yeah, right. And it's our choice as a human being not to be okay with you anymore. If anybody chooses to move away.
Yeah, but the thing is, you all knew about the accusations. You all knew, and I'm going to say something here, and I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. See the arrows that Jen's kids have got? I blame YouTube for this. I blame Jules's involvement with the stepmom for her daughter. I believe that's where all that came from. I believe the kids were all in each other's fucking ears. I believe it was all too much. I believe Jen could have stepped away from YouTube maybe at that time, but she didn't. So I don't think they kids just got arrows because they didn't want a relationship with their mum. They didn't want a fucking relationship with all of it. With all of it.
Like, I've chosen that I don't want anything to do with her. Like, there's not going to be any peace treaty. There's not going to be if you stop talking about me, I stop talking about you, and that's it. There's no need to communicate about it. It's said like this, and it's over with. She doesn't want this. She can't do this. And like I told you, I'll burn my whole community tab with everything about Clint that I'll find. Everything. And then you can blame, and she had Clint, which I think it was actually Jen, send Jules $1 and say, stop talking about my wife. She thrives on this shit. Jen has nothing if she doesn't sit on that camera and open her eyes and bat her eyelashes and say, I'm a victim. I don't know what to do, but I'm going to read about being a bully, what people do to me online. George W. William and Jen love Jules. Yeah. Oh, they would be in her chat in a heartbeat if they could. They would be in her chat in a heartbeat, and that's never going to happen. Remember when George was saying, all you guys have to do is message me and we can talk about all this and put it in the past. Are you crazy?
Yeah, but he wouldn't have been back in our chat. He wouldn't have been back in our chat.
Nobody's going to message you. It's very clear Jen and Clint are doing drugs again. Why aren't her friends talking to her about that? I guess it wouldn't help. Absolutely agree with you 100%. There's no doubt in my mind. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind.
But again, here she goes making assumptions about people and what's going on in their life.
And she's like, I've never done drugs. Never. Are you kidding? Just by that comment alone, everybody should have walked away from her chat. Snorting benzos is not doing drugs. And that's the only thing she's ever said she's done. But we know other things, right? But just let's say we didn't know anything. Just snorting benzos.
What do you know, Maria? You that's ever taken drugs in your life, according to you. It's not what your twin sister apparently said. But what do you know? Because you sound as if somebody you've got a bit of experience in this. What we know about snorting benzos, like I don't know anything about snorting benzos. Hi, Lack. Who said that, Lack?
Does a normal person do that? George is so outcast, he has to threaten people to talk to him. Effing pathetic. Yeah. If you message me, we can clear all this up. Bye, creeper. There's nobody needs to message a creep. You stay on your side and we stay on our side, and that's it. Only drug I've done is weed and my meds. The video of her and Clint make it clear. Yep, it did. That's why I said in the beginning, I don't play her videos. I don't care who does. I've never have, and I don't want to get stuck in that Jen shit. But I'll go to support KK, Sly, KK, Slate, Sly, Jules, Sophie, Cindy, anybody who wants to play. I don't care. AC, anybody that spit whatever, Jamie, or the settlement, go for it. Knock yourself out. Louisiana, which is Paula, I don't care. It's come to the point where, I used to feel bad in the beginning, and now it is what it is. At least when you see it in anybody else's chat, and when you see it there, we laugh about it. We laugh at her crazy shit. And that's it. I'd rather see it that way than see it at Jen's going, oh no, I'm a victim. I'm so horrible.
Well, if that's all you're doing and you don't care and you just laugh at it, why are you constantly posting Tracy and Clint, her mum, doxing her kids if you just laugh at it, eh?
Of all this shit back and forth, the same thing. And E11, I said nothing on you, nothing. And you called me Momo in George's chat. So yes, you are. And mention my family again and you will get yours mentioned.
You've already
I don't care if you say you don't see that chat. My chat respects me. If I tell them not to mention your family, if somebody here says something about yours and I say don't mention it, they won't mention it, and I'll delete.
So he never mentioned her family at all, and he just said, I see my grandson once a week. She went, well, I see my grandson more, and your daughter, what about your relationship with your daughter? No, he's still not mentioned her family.
You on purpose say I didn't see it. This time I took a screenshot. You on purpose say you don't see things. Well, since it's your channel, you should be able to control everything, right? It's not like you have a million comments going so fast that you can't see it. So if Rainbow wants to continue doing that in your channel, we'll have a family reunion here in mine. Okay, I went into that. And Sophie.
Look at the threats, always threatening people. And again, it wasn't Rainbow.
She's like asking why she wanted to know about you. So Kat asked Brandy about KK's kids, is what I heard. Jen's own moderator dug her a hole today.
She's saying Kat? Who is Kat? Not Kat Navy Vet, surely.
She sure did. E11. I don't think she's really changed. I think this is who she really is. Then I start thinking, like, why has she gotten so deep into this shit? Why is she so obsessed with this shit?
Who's obsessed, Maria?
And then she said, "Oh, I see my grandkid once a week, Maria, more than you do." First of all, it's a wrong comment.
She never said more than you do. She just said, I see my grandkid once a week. She never said more than you do. See how you're lying there, Maria?
Wrong thing to say because that's not true. And second of all, I said that if you don't take care of what the comments in your chat are, I didn't bring up your children until now. You want to bring up mine, I'll bring up yours.
She never brought up yours at all.
How is that wild child of yours? You still taking care of her grandkid, or are you still doing it for her?
Wow. So E has never mentioned her kids or family. Listen to her. She can't control herself. She's attacking her. Oh, that cat. Okay, thank you.
Not E11? Because I can go back. I got everything I talked about to you recorded. Is that what you want? And so yeah, then I think about it. So I said, how could she have changed this much? I can't believe she changed this much. But then I think about it. This is the same woman who had a full ass board, not a little board, a school board, a huge ass board with stickers, with a sticky paper, written about everything about JY, every little thing. And we thought it was funny because it was a joke, because it was
It wasn't every little thing. It was everybody's names, and it was clever, and it was funny.
you know, it was just not, I couldn't imagine that every sticker, you know, because if I like that
Exactly,
sticker behind
Amanda.
that Christmas tree like I did, it's just a sticker and I wrote something stupid. But there was actually something written on every single sticker she had up there. Like those were notes. Hey, Leda, how are ya? Those were notes. Those weren't just made up shit that she just put there so people can laugh and see that it's just something random. Those were notes she was taking on him and posting it on that board.
It was actually all our names, Maria. It was everybody's names. There goes that neurological thing again.
You don't think there's something wrong? Hey, Kay. Yeah, it was a huge one, like a school one. If you don't think there's something wrong with you,
It wasn't a huge one like a school one. It was a tiny little whiteboard.
if you don't like somebody and you pull out sticky notes and write something on everyone about what that person has done or said, and then put it on a school board, like if you were some type of detective or in school, elementary school is what it looked like. The board with labels, and it was the weirdest shit I've ever seen. The weirdest shit. And then Coach was the one that was obsessed. Remember?
And Coach.
Remember, she played every single live he ever did. Every single live. Every single live that he ever had done, she played it.
Exactly, Coach. Look at that lifetime arrow on you from John Yates.
And then they want to say that I'm the one that's obsessed.
Well, Maria, you just didn't know when to stop. That's the thing. You get nasty.
When I've yet to play anybody's lives, I'll respond to Jen when she does shit like she did that pissed me off when I saw her in Jules and she said, Maria, stop calling my kids. And I'm like, I'm not letting you put that in the universe. I'm not calling your kids. Never even message them. And then the attitude with the chat when she was confronted today. Chaos of Wally World. This would be.
It's funny because Maria had just put out an accusation last week that I tried to contact her family. Prove it, Maria. Prove anywhere I've ever tried to contact your family, ever.
Ridiculous. Yep, it is. Okay, the person left. I don't know who you were, guy. But I don't bring anybody up here who I don't know. Day one, if you have. Hold on, let me see if. You threw it down for me. Come on up here and explain to me why it's okay for people to talk about my family in your chat, but I can't bring up yours and mine.
Wow.
How is that okay? Because you went live before I did. I wasn't even going live today. You went live before I did. And that shit was going on in your chat. And then people were talking about it. So how is it okay for it to be brought up in your chat? But that shit's not happening in mine. And you say you want to move on and I'm the menace? Yeah, I respond. You're not going to talk about this bitch. Rainbow isn't going to bring up my grandchildren and expect me, high inquiry, and expect me not to respond. Who is she to bring him up? Who is anybody to bring him up? Nobody's bringing this shit up. And Kendra, do not, and I'm telling you again, do not talk about my employment. Do not.
As I said, you had already doxed one of Kendra's jobs at this point, posted it on your community tab. So why is that okay for you?
Bring out the 2020 Maria, because if you...
Oh my God. Your ego is ridiculously out of control. Do not bring out the 2020 Maria. Maria, the only thing that you're in danger of is a fucking... I'm not even going to say it.
Think you, George, and Ann think that you guys can think and make up things about what my hours are?
No, we knew what your hours were. Because when I was your friend, your hours were the same hours every fucking week. And your daughter posted the very same thing on Reddit that I knew were your hours, Maria.
I'll pay you the favor right back.
Hi, Habs.
Can you imagine that you're on live right now? Lisa Marie is live right now, and then some idiot like Ann says, Lisa Marie, shouldn't you be working right now? Why are you making that comment? It is 5:06. Are you still here? Why are you here? I wonder if your work knows that you're not at work or that you're commenting about somebody else. And do you want to tell people that you work at the same company as your son and you stalked him? And that's why he doesn't talk to you? When he wasn't talking to you, you were talking to him to work and they called your attention? Because
No, that's funny you should say that, Maria, because that's what was in the letter, the email to my job, that I was stalking my son at work. That was actually in the email to my job. So how come you know that? How come you know that? And she tells lies here, but I'll let everybody listen. Hi, Charlie.
you were stalking your son at his own job. And you truly are a stalker.
Really?
You truly are a stalker.
Really?
Can we all be adults? I know, I don't get it. Like George yesterday is like, look, Maria's been talking since 11 o'clock. She's been making comments on YouTube, 11 in the morning. So I think I got to call the president and tell her, yeah, go ahead. Go check my time card to what time I worked, to what time I was on here. Go ahead, George. Do it. I'd love to sue your ass. Like it's anybody's business.
Maria, you couldn't afford to pay for your own fucking lawyer. We paid for your lawyer. You'll sue nobody.
Right now, anybody commenting here or anybody watching, who knows if you guys are at work and who cares? Who cares if you make a comment? That's all they do is threaten, 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 threaten. I know, it's them.
Her whole life, she's just threatened everyone. This is fucking funny.
I know, Nurse, thank you. But that's all they do is threaten people.
No, Maria, I knew it was triggering you when I was saying things like, Maria, should you not be at work? It's that simple. I knew how easily triggered you were. And that was it.
She harassed her own son. Yep, she sure did. And he wanted nothing to do with her.
Do you know who harassed my son, Maria? You. This is why you're known as Momo. You put my son's whole name on your community tab and told people to go and harass him on Facebook. On your community tab.
Whose kid is Rainbow? I don't think anybody claims Rainbow. She's just one ass weirdo who lives in her parents' house. Rainbow, do you live in California? Are you habanero? Who cares about that? It's Reddit, not me. What's up, Reddit? Inquiry. Rainbow's nothing more than a troublemaker. That's all she is. And you know what? She's all tough and shit like this. So I went on the IG and I messaged her twice. Cricket, nothing. Nothing. That are listening while they work. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Hold on.
So that's
Here you go.
where she when she starts saying, hold on. Thank you, Wicked. Thank you. While she's saying hold on, I think she's going to watch E's chat, because this is where she really goes off. She starts stalking E's chat. Sweets just says hello and she mentions Sweets.
Oh, Rainbow, come on down. Let's see if you want to say something about my family here. Oh, Bushwatchers, yeah. See if you want to say something about my family, Rainbow. I even posted that it says you are permanently banned. You know how I can get into Reddit if I do VPN or whatever they are, and just like somebody had taught me how to do it back in the day with the old phone I had, and I've said the story a million times. All I do would get into an argument with somebody. They would take 20 minutes to respond, and within 30 minutes.
Exactly, DJ Jamie's mom. When she also put in the email that I was being basically investigated by the FBI, my work were like, what? My work didn't call me in a meeting, Maria, to write me up. Maria kept saying all these lies. They came to let me know. There's a difference. They let me know.
My account was blocked. Hey, Freebird. So I couldn't respond back. And the account was gone. So I said, no more. It's ridiculous. Why am I even bothering making an account to be blocked and then get upset that I can't respond back? So I never made accounts again. I can read it, but I can't respond to it. And that's why you'll see when I read something that I agree with, I post it on my community tab so I can respond, or I can show people what other people on Reddit are thinking. And then when I do that, they accuse that person that I posted the comment the comment from that they're me. So we never win in the situation. No matter who it is on Reddit, if I agree with something, I hesitate sometimes to post it because that person will get labeled that it's Maria. The immaturity level here is so crazy insane. 11, come on, you wanted to come to mine. You wanted me to go to yours, come to mine. I'm not going to yours. It's that easy. Stop talking about me. Stop talking about my family, and don't call me Momo, and I won't be calling your full name. You just.
Why don't you were calling her Elderly 11? Elderly 11, that's what you were calling her. So she can't call you Momo, or you're going to dox her full name, but you cry when people say your full name. Like, make your mind up.
Itching to get doxxed. That's what you're doing. And then to blame somebody. But I'm telling you, like
Shouldn't be doxed. Maria's doxed her about 20 times at this point already.
I told Siwa, my name is Maria. If you can't say that, then I'll call you by your real long ass. Real long ass. Not real name. They call that pussy ass move. Yep, they do. Yeah, you know? You go ahead and keep doing it. I'm gonna be watching you, 11, because I'm dying to dox you.
She just doxed her about 20 times.
So use that word Momo again, 11. And if you guys see me write her full name on my community tab, you already know because I saw a comment with her calling me that name. So don't
Why are you saying it when you guys don't? Like as if you care what anybody else thinks. You've went lower than anyone. You're always going to be the scum of this community, Maria.
assume that I'm just doing it for the hell of it. I'm giving her more than enough opportunity to change her nasty ways. And if her nasty ways doesn't work, it's so juvenile. That's why I said, if her nasty ways, then we're all going to start calling E11, because once you start saying the person's name over and over again, you get used to it. So she will no longer be E11. She'll be. And if you want to just, it sticks in your head, then, you know, the full name, like Susie Bachata, which is going to be the full name. And then we will lose that calling her E11, and we'll all be on a first name basis. See how that works? You see how that works? Respect goes both ways. E11.
Maria, I don't know if you've ever heard respect is earned. Hi, Pepe.
To call social security, dog police, and so much more. They pretend to be innocent. Exactly. And they pretend to be innocent. And then Maria's the worst of the worst.
You are?
I'm not going live about them or their family or nothing, and they still have to be in all the chats bragging.
E11 has still at this point never mentioned her family, her grandkids, her kids, nothing. And she's just mentioned E11's grandson, E11's daughter, stuff, lies about E11 and her daughter.
Me down. Drag me down all you want with my first name. Call me Momo and I'll dox each one of you one by one. Call me. And hey, Siwa loved it, because I called Siwa's ex name for a long time. She just loved to be playing that victim at that time, huh? And I won't take it back. I won't delete it. I won't do anything. Respect goes both ways, and we're all adults. If you can't handle being an adult, then don't be online. It's not a big thing. You don't mention my family and I don't mention yours. There's no reason to be mentioning anybody's family. And if you allow some punk like Rainbow, who lives with her parents, in your chat to keep doing that, then it's on you. Because I'm giving you fair warning. Let's do names, yep. I'm giving you more than fair warning. And don't say Maria's looking for problems, because Maria was minding her own business today. And you're the one who started this, 11.
And stop talking about yourself in the third party, okay? You're not the Cuban killer, you're the Cuban shitbag. Because when people come back at you, you cry, you shake, you vomit, you're sick, you get chest pains, you need to go to hospital. I have never seen, so anybody talking about victim should see you behind the fucking scenes.
Hey, Miss Lisa. So not only did she start it, she's like, and I see my grandson once a week. How about you? Oh, you want to talk about your grandson? Is that what you want? Because I would be a little depressed if it was just once a week. You live that far, or you're not taking care of him anymore, like you said. You used to complain that your daughter wanted to party and would leave you the kid.
That's a lie. She's never said that. But do you know who did? You did, Maria. You made a very similar comment. So I would just stop with that shit.
Doesn't feel that good, huh? Then don't do it to somebody else. Leave family.
E11 still never mentioned anything about her family. This is all about a comment she saw in the chat. And I think the comment from Miss Liability was, should Maria not just spend time with her grandkids? And this is the reaction. And she spoke about E's family. Yep.
Be out of it, right? That includes everybody, including mine. There's so much more in this community you can talk about.
And do you know, see this repeating herself over and over and over. It's fucking boring.
But there's not one person in here who would be okay with somebody talking about their family. So don't do it to anybody. If you don't want it done to you.
Yeah, E11 didn't, but you've just done it to her about 3 fucking times, and you've doxed her about 20 times.
He's over there until someone mentions her. I know. It just blows my mind that these people say, hey, she doesn't leave people alone. Or she's manic. Or she just can't shut up about us. And the whole chat, and they're all talking about, like,
I dropped your link, Rainbow, already.
What? Are you kidding me? Nobody's bringing them up. They're the ones who keep doing the same thing over and over again. Look at Anne. The shit she did to Jules. Guess what, Anne? She didn't lose 1 follower. Not 1 follower. The people who love Jules, not Anne. And you know what? A lot of people said they didn't even bother watching her shit because they knew exactly what it is. When you're miserable, you click that live and you drag the shit out of people like Ann did Jules. I saw the same person that went to Minerva's court thing, all cocky and thinking she'd done something great. If that's what makes you
Well, Maria, you really, really loved that idea. You were really, really in support of that. So what has changed? What has changed your little tiny mind?
feel great, looking up somebody's court records and reading letters like that.
I didn't look up her court record, Maria. I looked up her name, and the court hearing came up for the very next day, and the link was open. I don't know what part of none of that was illegal you guys are not getting.
Then you have a big problem, Anne. If you only just went on panel.
Yeah, but I'm not like you, Maria. I'm not a fucking coward. I don't do things sneaky behind the scenes like you do every fucking day.
And saying that they knew all about Anne's family. Yeah, and pretending to have details about the spouse and people who knew the daughter, and saying that she's talking to Carlos family in California, and then I'm like, what family in California? There's nobody in California. Making shit up. Randomly making shit up. If you're talking to somebody in California,
I'm going to say something. Rainbow was not making shit up, okay?
there's nobody related to us. And then Rainbow was the one who made up that Ashley name out of her ass, and people ran with it.
Again.
And 11, if you want to ignore this shit, if you want her in your chat dragging me, I'll have a live on you and your family every single day. Because you have to respect both ways. Walk away from it. Walk away from it. It's not that hard. I'm more than happy to leave you guys alone. More than happy.
You weren't. I wasn't here for 6 weeks. From the end of October to the beginning of December, I was not live once. I was ready for walking away, and this woman cannot stop bringing up people's names. She just can't stop.
To pretend like you people are shit human beings don't exist. I don't really know life on anyone. Don't know.
There's no shittier human being in this platform than Maria. Let's be honest, there's not.
Do it to me, right? And wasted hours on Jules' time. Yeah, and you know what? Because she's jealous of Jules. That's what Anne is jealous of.
Right. What Maria always says this, that people are jealous of people. Why would I be jealous of Jules? And in the same breath, I don't think Jules should be jealous of me. And I don't think she is. This is my life. I've never been a jealous person. But Maria, you use the word jealous a hell of a lot. You are a very jealous person. You're very jealous for your husband. You've shown me that a million times. You're very jealous when other people get close to you. Like, that's your nature. That's not my nature. I grew up in a family of 7 fucking children. You learn to share from birth. I was the youngest of 7. You learn to share from birth. There's nothing to be jealous of. That's one characteristic I do not have.
I'm happy for Jules. Me too. Jules has a big, big following of people who care about her. And one of the things Anne said was that she took down my channel because she thinks I should start from the beginning. Since we split the channel, and I kept the channel and she started 0. Tell me that doesn't sound like somebody who's jealous.
That's not what I said. That is exactly not what I said. What I said was, I helped you build that channel, and then you were dragging my fucking family on it. That's what I said. And I said, so I started from the beginning. I mean, after all, Maria, when I walked away, you kept telling me, no, just take it, just take it, just take it. I want you to take it. Because you thought that I would do some lives and all, and then you would work your way back in. But I was so controlling that even after all the months I was away from the channel and we'd done some lives again, and people were like, oh, are you two guys coming back together? Maria said, that's up to Anne. Maria wanted me to come back all those months later, but I was so controlling, and she's so glad to be free. Like,
Tell me that doesn't sound like them. And Anne, I'm not going anywhere. You can take my channel, but you can't take my voice.
If only.
And I'm not going anywhere. If that cat tried to get info on a plan for Jen, or was she acting solo? That seems very premeditated to make friends and give so much info, Jen. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if Brandy's still here, but I would think it was not a solo thing if she did it the way I heard it was done. Because there's no reason. If I don't know you, there's no reason for me just to go up to you, and her and Brandy weren't really close, and bring up KK's name and say, hey, I want to find out about her children. What do you know about her children or something? There's no reason a random person that you just met would just ask you something like that. So Kat and Jen dragged each other as a plan. It could be. They also allow Habaneros to continuously say call license, social security they shared, and they like Habaneros post. Double standards are crazy. I know. They don't see it. They don't think they have a problem. I'm not listening to, and I can't hear that video cracked me up. It was so funny. That's exactly what people hear. Somebody was watching it yesterday. I was watching somebody's live, and one of the guys says, "I can't understand the shit she says." Hold on. Who brought up it? Rainbow did. Ella. Rainbow did.
No,
And I took a screenshot of it. I sure did.
Rainbow did, and I took a screenshot of it, and it wasn't Rainbow. It was Miss Liability.
I wouldn't be saying it if it didn't happen. Hey, Fancy.
And it didn't happen. And it actually didn't happen.
Peace, how are you? You slow down, you can understand. And she's just so unhappy. I don't even see the inkling of the Anne that I knew in the past. I just see somebody that's so miserable, like so unhappy with everything. Hey, Bald Cat. Yeah, we're having a get to know kind of day. So I know it's the same Anne that everybody says she's always been that way. I didn't see that. But anyways, it doesn't matter because I'm glad I see it now. And I'm done with that. Like there's nothing good I can say. Sounds like Jen struck cat shit in. Sounds like Jen struck. Oh, me, I'm stuck. She struck Sly this morning. Jen did. Doesn't she understand that Anne struck cat shit in her mouth? She struck Sly this morning. Doesn't Jen understand that it makes it worse? Sly just comes back 10 times harder. I don't get it because I've seen how Sly works, and Sly ain't at all. Like, you don't want to piss Sly off. Hugs, Bald Cat. Thank you. You don't want to piss Sly off. Hold on. And she struck her again. I really enjoyed it.
So she's actually talking about Sly Boogie at this point, and in between that, doxing E11, like just throwing it. It's just crazy. Thank you, Star. And that's the thing. Like, I don't think anybody's life's perfect. I think life is hard in general. You could be a millionaire. It doesn't mean you're going to be happy. But you sound miserable, Maria. That's the thing. You sound absolutely miserable. You spend your life 95% of the time online. You profess to have this great love, but you don't actually spend any time with them. It's sad. Apart from shopping on a Sunday, that's it.
Daily streams. I hope you do more. See? They enjoyed your daily stream, even with Fluffy. Jen has 0. It's negative. Not even 0. It's negative, Simply Sophie. It's so bad. I've never seen anyone with such little self-awareness. I've never seen anybody with such little self-awareness as Jen. I don't get
it. Again, you should have mirrors in your house.
And then you can wait. Trust me, I've done it. Waste an hour, 2 hours trying to talk to her and tell her thing, and she agrees with you, and you're like, okay, this is going to be good. She finally understands it.
Do you know how many people have told me the very same thing about Maria? That they've spoke to her in DMs and tried to talk her out of some of the shit she's done or shit that she's writing, and they think they've got through to her, and then they realise the next day it's business as usual, and they realise what a waste of time that was. The amount of women that have told me that they've tried to talk her down off the ledge behind the scenes, and it's been a waste of their night.
2 seconds later, she clicks that link and it's gone. She hits live and it's gone. You can waste your time 100% talking to her and it's gone. Bald Cat, you have Simply Sophie blocked? Where's Bald Cat? Well, she's up a little bit more. Oh no, not that much higher. She's got to check her thing. I hope she's still here, or I'll let her know. That's why I said it's not that I want anything bad happening to Jen. It's that I have no interest in her at all, good or bad. Like there's nothing. There's nothing. You know, they tell me tomorrow Jen won the lottery, big shit. If they tell me tomorrow Jen is homeless, big shit. There's no feelings, nothing at all. There's nothing. I found no good, nothing. There's not one single good thing on Jen. Nothing. She literally stands on there on her live and fixes her pants like she's some hot shit when she's hitting 50 and should be caring more about her kids and wanting people to see her pants, and then she turns around to see if it looks good, and then she climbs on that thing.
Why are you talking about her kids? Why are you bringing up her kids? So this is the problem, Maria. You say because somebody wrote in a chat, Maria should spend time with her grandkids. You're right. You're now talking about Jen's kids, and that's okay.
So people can see that she's so flexible. It's the weirdest shit I've ever seen. She's like stuck on 12 or 15 or 17.
She's stuck on 12 or 15 or 17.
There's nothing good came out. In fact, I do feel sorry for her family because it's not
her family.
I'm sure that what her family wants her to see her doing or being that way, but that's on her. But
do you? Is it me? Is it me, Maria? Your family don't fucking want you doing this either.
Jen, stop talking about me, and you won't see Clint all over my. And guess what? You can't even report it because he was on Love After Lockup, so you can't report Clint, Tracy, none of the shit I post. So every time I hear you talk about me and lie, I don't even want my name out of your mouth, Jen. I don't even want that. I'll make this a love after lockup channel. Just move on. Go back.
Just move on. Why don't you stop listening? Why don't you ice her out? Why? You've got the choice to not listen.
To coloring. Goodness gracious. Raleigh comes and poof, she disappears. Was she here? Was she not? You never know. But anyways, I don't want to be, I just, triggered me with her stupidity. When you say, she's probably checking, oh, okay. When you say something like, I don't even see anything there, and you're looking at all over her chat. Well, her family is not more important than mine. Sophie is not blocked. Sophie, you see Bobcat now?
Bobcat.
Her family's not more important than anybody's. Respect both ways. If you see Rainbow saying something there, tell her, don't do that here, Rainbow, because I don't want her
Respect is earned. She didn't see Rainbow's comment because Rainbow never wrote it.
coming after or saying anything about mine. That's it. It's not that hard. Don't mention if you have seen your grandkid more than mine or I see more than yours. Don't mention any of it. Both
He didn't mention your grandkid at all.
Kat, she said she doesn't see you. Hold on. I got it. Give me 1 second.
I told you this live. Oh, by the way, it's going to get a lot worse. This is only the beginning. This is not bad yet.
Sophie, click on that and see if you blocked her by mistake. There may be a YouTube glitch. Yeah. Or are you on all? Am I? Oh, I'm not. I'm on top. All messages. Okay. It's probably a glitch because Ballcat has nobody blocked. Except Kendra probably now. And who can blame her? Maybe Sophie isn't on all members. It could be on all messages. I don't know who that weird guy was that came on earlier, but she's gone. I don't have her blocked. Okay, let me see something. Here's the Sophie's. Well, look through that way and see if you have Sophie blocked. That's the only thing I can think of. And then if not, it's a glitch. That's the only thing I can think of. It could be YouTube glitch. Yeah. If you are all chat instead of top chat. Why does it keep going back to top chat? Mine keeps going back. Well, I'm going to work on my Jen parody. And hopefully I don't have to come back on here with E11 stupidity because she doesn't want to come up here like an adult and say, yeah, Maria, you know what? You're right. We're no longer friends and we don't get along. And I don't think anybody should be mentioning your family. And you shouldn't be mentioning mine. You're right.
But you've just mentioned her family numerous times throughout your live when she said nothing about yours. Nothing. So who's wrong here, Maria? Who's wrong? Because you couldn't even get the right person who made a comment in her chat that she didn't see. Because at this point, E11 was waiting to go for surgery and her eyesight was really, really poor. So she didn't see it. Hi, Snuggle Bunny. But you have then went on to talk about her grandkid, her daughter, her family. You've doxed her about 20 times at this point.
And I'm going to make everything possible to have that rainbow creep shut up. And I'm not going to allow that in my chat. But she wouldn't do that because she's not capable of doing that. You know what? Lisa Marie's, I'm just going to solve this problem yesterday. How Lisa Marie and seeing each other. Oh, I don't know. You can find Sophie cats. Oh, Sophie, Ballcat can see you. So it's a Sophie problem. It's got to be a glitch then, because neither one would be able to see the other. That's strange. Hold on. Hold on.
You know.
And stop talking about my dog. I don't talk about yours. And George, I would tell you the same, but you don't have a dog. I don't get how these people think it's okay to talk about other people's jobs.
I never spoke about your job.
Nobody knows anybody's schedule.
But she's already mentioned that Rainbow is a teacher and that Rainbow shouldn't be a teacher. But Maria, you constantly mock mental illness, and I don't think that you should be anywhere near a mental health hospital. So, same difference.
To support people who do this shit every single day. Eventually, the other side has to stop at some point. What is the end game here? It's going too far. YouTube is big enough for everyone. I don't get it. They're like, Maria's never going to stop. Maria's never going to stop. And then they go into chat and talk about my family. Was that a smart move? How do you expect people to stop if you can't stop bringing them up? And trust me, E11, the only reason I saw your comment was because I was recording George. There's no reason for you to call me Momo.
So she was recording E11 and saw that comment. She was recording your. Why are you recording everybody's lives? Why?
Unless you want me to address you with your full name. And I'm telling you here, not one single person is going to tell me not to do it when it's done. Because you can't call your police department and say she's calling me by name I don't use. Because I'm telling you, don't call me Momo. And if you can't respect that, and trust me, by me saying don't call me, Reddit was gonna go crazy calling me and everything. Okay, go for it. I'm on UE11. You want your full name said? Then keep calling me that, and I'll
You've been saying her full name all the way through the live. You have absolutely been saying it.
address you that name for the rest of my life. Where you come to the point where you don't. Same thing with PMR. PMR. You never left this community, and if you want to address me with that name, then I'll address you with your full name.
PMR did leave. She came back for a short period of time. PMR is gone. Absolutely gone.
It's that easy. I'm not playing any games anymore. I want nothing to do with you guys. This little baby.
So why did you just bring PMR up? Because PMR wasn't in that live, so why did you bring her up?
Anne just said your family wasn't so perfect that her mom didn't just let anyone babysit her. She said you spoke about it on a public platform. It sounds like she is implying something personal. What the fuck is Anne talking about? That my mom didn't let anyone babysit her? What? You know what, Anne's problem is this. When I was talking to Anne when we were close, she would say, I would say, oh no, he got me this and he bought me this, or we went here, or and she's like, oh, that's so sweet. Good marriage. Oh, that's great. So that's all she has on her in her messages. So her idea is now to say that that we're doing good and that there was problems.
That wasn't all that was in your messages.
And I complained to her. So I welcome her to post it. I welcome her to post it because I thought the ones where I said to you that it was good, right?
Now, I've also got the ones where you said that the arrow with John Yates nearly tore your marriage apart. I've got them too.
But when somebody's unhappy with who they are, and I'm not talking about her choices, I'm talking about the way she did it. I don't care who you love. I don't care who you love. It doesn't matter to me if it's a man, a woman, or anybody else. It's how she did it, and she lied. Because
how did I lie?
If you are going to come on here and criticize other people and say that we have no morals.
Yeah. What's that got to do with criticizing other people and having no morals?
You better be super clean. You better have nothing on you.
Oh, are you saying because I was with a woman, it's not clean? Is that what you're saying? You old homophobic?
And you can never come on here and say you're not a liar.
I'm not a liar.
I thought she doesn't do drama. Anne lives on drama. You know what? Anne thinks she made this great choice. But, it's not.
I don't think Maria understands. Maria keeps putting it out there that I chose Dreamsicle over my husband. Both of them are unrelated. I don't think you understand. I know comprehension is really, really difficult for you, but my marriage was over years ago, and we both knew it. We were living separately in the same fucking house. She tells a few lies here.
It's on you that you made the great choice. You're happy with your choice, and I'm talking about cheating on your husband, not anything else. You're happy with that choice, then go for it, and who gives a shit?
I never cheated my husband, Maria. And you know something, Maria? Your friend Jendi was in the very same situation, practically identical situation. So you're calling her a cheat too?
About it. I don't care. The thing is that you're not going to lie on me. Yeah, she would always say how handsome you
So why is she bringing me up? I wasn't even in the live.
Was, and she seemed jealous. That's exactly what she did. That's exactly what she did. And she would tell me in messengers, you're so lucky, you're so blessed, you're so this. So now she wants to turn it around.
I used to say that she was so blessed that I thought the two of them had a really good marriage. No, I'm not going to change that. I did say that. And what? But I'm not jealous. Why would I be jealous?
Say, and make it sound like, oh, there was problems. And is jealous and envious of you, Maria. She sure is. And then she's like, yeah.
Yeah, I wish I was addicted to the internet too. Yeah, okay. I wish none of my family spoke to me. Okay.
I've never said that you're a better person if you're married. Never have I said anything.
Yes, you have. Yes, you absolutely fucking have. You've dogged people for not being married. You absolutely have.
Like that. Some person on Reddit said that I said, you're better off if you're married. It's not. There's many people who are super productive and are super happy being single. Don't ditch the ones that are married. If you want to be married.
Nobody ditched the ones that are married. You're the one that's dissed everyone. You look down on people who are on their own. That's the difference.
Married and have a good and you're in a good life. Don't say, oh, because you're single, you're better. She's putting you down. I'm not putting any single person down. Kudos to whoever wants to be single.
You have though. You call everybody lonely and miserable. Oh, you're on your own. You must be lonely. You do it all the time. And the sad part is, there's a couple of people who've lost their husbands, their lifelong partners in the past year, and you make fun of people being lonely. And they're probably the loneliest because they're going through the grief and whatever else. I'm not lonely, Maria. I'm happy. And she'll go, Anne goes, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm like, I don't talk like that.
But don't go dragging because your choice was to do what you did, Anne. Thank you, Cree.
Like, she says it as if I've been out and took a life.
Don't go bragging because it was your choice to do what you did. And like I said, she said, "Oh, I didn't tell her because Maria's homophobic."
You are homophobic. You're 100% homophobic.
Really?
Yes,
You want to go with that lie and say that?
it's not a lie. That was my opinion. In fact, so much so, Sarah knew from the beginning about Jamie and I told Sarah at that time, I wouldn't tell you because I didn't think you'd understand. I thought you would be disgusted by it. Sarah, if you're around, let them know.
Well, even towards the end of our friendship, I was telling her go to counseling because I had no idea.
No, actually, Maria, you told me before I left the house once, would counselling not work? Once she said it.
And she wants to come back now and call people liars. When I wasted my time telling her to go to counseling and work it out, try working it out, try getting help. And then she'd be like, he came over and he moved these big heavy boxes, or he built something for me, or he made dinner for me and he brought it over here. And I'm like, oh, he's trying.
That was for my birthday. And no, you never actually said, oh, he's trying, because I'd already moved out, Maria.
See, you should have gone to counseling with him. He's trying. Because most
You're lying.
husbands, if you divorce them, they're like, ugh, get out of here. You just ruined my life. You just left me. And he was trying. So don't talk to me.
Maria knows everything about husbands when they leave partners or whatever, but Maria doesn't have a real friend in the real world. Not one. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. So, Maria, you felt the same. Yep, I felt the same, Sarah. I felt she would be disgusted by it, and I felt Maria was homophobic. The reason I never said that to Jendi is I didn't want to hurt her feelings or put that impression on her.
About morals and about liars. Don't bring out anybody. And then she goes, I don't lie. Oh, I don't lie. I just started the relationship with Dreamsicle 2 months ago. Try 3 years. I don't lie.
How do you know when it started, Maria? Because you didn't know anything about it. So what do you know about it? You knew nothing. The same as you didn't know anything about my marriage, because Maria doesn't listen to other people. It's all about her.
Hate that person. People like that. She's just as bad as Jen. That's why she defends Jen so much. Talk all you want, and you're always going to be miserable. We're all doing life in our individual ways. That's it. Difference keeps the conversation interesting. Somebody who's single is not less of a person than somebody who's married.
But she's the one. Does everybody remember when Maria kept putting that out there as if she was great because she was in a marriage, she was great, and everybody else was miserable and fucking lonely?
And I have many friends who prefer to be single.
Maria, you don't have any friends. And you talk about people online because that's the only parasocial friendships you have. Sorry, the only friendships you have are parasocial. You don't have a real friend in this world. Not one. Not one.
Then be married. That's an individual choice. But don't be making stories up on people because you have a shitty life, Ann. Don't be making shit up on people. Because that's not cool. Hold on.
What story did I make up, Maria? But again, here we go. Yes, exactly, Lack. Here we go from Maria talking about somebody writing a comment in E11's chat to attacking numerous people who are not there. Now there she goes, hold on. So she's away to look at E11's chat. And it gets crazy.
Let me see something. Give me a minute. Just 1 second.
Just 1 second.
Look at this person, Tracy M, who wanted to be in Clint pants, saying that because Clint had to be something in Spanish if I was flirting with Clint. Tracy, you took Clint to court. You were flirting with Clint. Who the fuck would flirt with Clint? Except another.
So Tracy M is a very happily married woman. Very happily married. And the reason she was involved in that, Maria, is because she was being really threatened at the time, as you well know. And Jen made a lot of accusations. So Tracy was going to court for herself. So let's be very clear about that.
Other Hills Have Eyes women like you from Ohio. Amanda, how's your son? Does he finally realize that you're as he thought you was? Like his dad used to tell him that you were crazy? I hope he got away from you.
Exactly, Lack. That is one thing, but I don't even think she cares about that. And Wicked Wisdom, you're 100% right. Hi, Kirsten. You don't realise what you're going to do until you're in a situation. I never knew I was going to have a relationship with a woman. I didn't know that.
Amanda can't even come back as Amanda Prayerdar. She has to come in as Miss Liability.
You're just me.
Because she can't come in as Amanda Prayerdar. And trust me when I tell you, Amanda's mother is as crazy as Amanda is. Amanda's mother is as crazy as yeah. Day Today is around.
Amanda's mum is a lovely person.
Seen her around.
Oh, yep, let me go back.
I've seen her
Quickly,
around.
sorry.
Look at this person, Tracy M, who wanted to be in Clint's pants, saying that because Clint had to be something in Spanish if I was flirting with Clint. Tracy, you took Clint to court. You were flirting with Clint. Who the fuck would flirt with Clint? Except another Hills Have Eyes women like you from Ohio. Amanda, how's your son? Does he finally realize that you're as he thought?
So she said Amanda's minor child's name. She just said Amanda's minor child's name.
He was like his dad used to tell him that you were crazy. I hope.
And like his dad used to tell him that you were crazy. Where did you get that from, Maria? You've just made that up. You've never had that sort of friendship. One thing Amanda did have was a really, really good relationship with her son's father. So what are you talking about? His dad used to tell him that you were crazy. You've just made that up. This is because she thinks, because Jules said that Amanda was Miss Liability. Wait to hear the logic to this.
Got away from you. Amanda can't even come back as Amanda Prayerdar. She has to come in as Miss Liability because she can't come in as Amanda Prayerdar. And trust me when I tell you, Amanda's mother is as crazy as Amanda is. Amanda's mother is as crazy as yeah. Day Today is around. I've seen her around. I've seen her around. Hold on.
Exactly.
And what next live we're gonna do a live on Lauren Marie and talk about her family. See how she likes it. When Anne announced she was separating, someone said, "You'll find another man." She said, "How do you know I want a man?" She already had. I know. And then now, before Anne would just, if you argue with Anne, she would just argue right back with you normal. Now it's like, you know, you want me. You know that you have the hots for me, but I'm taken. That's all she comes up with. That's all she comes up with now. Like everybody wants Anne, or everybody now has decided that they want to be with a woman. It's the weirdest shit.
It's not weird. It's because you're homophobic. I was playing with you, Maria. I was playing with you. And when you were wanting my attention, that's the shit I was saying to you. Oh, you want me? And you couldn't take that because you're homophobic.
And then we'll have a live on Prayerdar and how she created, I still have the videos of her in her fake seizures. And remember when she had those seizures on Instagram? Who's enemy with friends like that? I know. The whole
Why
30-minute.
did you get videos of a woman that you weren't friends with taking seizures, Maria, on Instagram? Why?
Seizure. I had no idea about seizures at the time, and somebody told me after that there's no way somebody can have like a 20-minute or 30-minute seizure. That it wasn't real.
Yes, she did, and she also calls in this. She says that you and George both want to be women.
Because I've never seen somebody have a seizure like that before that, and it was like a whole. I mean, it was long. I had a whole ass conversation with 911 over that shit, and they're telling me no, it can't be a seizure that's taking that long. What's up? Hold on, I'm gonna see something. Because I just saw someone make a comment.
Yeah, the bingo card.
I'm gonna look something up real quick. Let me see if I'm following this person so I can find it easier. Hold on. And then I'll tell you why I'm looking it up. Oh yeah, I'm following that person. Whoa, my hero. I'm talking about me doxing.
Whoa.
So that's why they were saying about Day Today. She seems to have doxed Kendra. Day Today doxed her. Amanda's seizures always came in perfect time to save her from some messy BS. Yeah, not only that. I mean, I know there's a lot of people that don't go back all that way. Wouldn't it piss me off so bad when Paulus we can do without him? Go away. I know he's such a piece of shit human being. The amount of time I wasted on him. But so I know a lot of people are newer and didn't know all the way back to the Prayerdar thing. I only knew her like really, really small amount of time, and I had blocked her.
So she's just said there, a lot of people are newer and don't know what is your life. Yep. A lot of people are newer and don't know who Amanda is. Okay. So she just said that, but has doxed her child at this point twice.
I think it was less than a month. Hold on. So hey Lori. So after I blocked her, she kept coming into my IG as different people, messaging me on IG, coming up with these crazy stories. I mean, beyond. I've never dealt with anything like that, and it was just the weirdest shit. And it all ended up to be the same person. It was all her.
How do you know that? You've never had any proof of that. Once again, and I like the blue waffle you've got over the clown.
And I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, a whole different, like, a different family, George type shit.
The 15th. Yeah, I agree, just mate. Exactly, like.
She would make up a family, children. That shit was insane. And then the very last one that finally stopped when we went to court. Hold on.
It stopped a long time before you went to court, Maria. We were friends then. I was your witness. You just lie. It stopped actually before you and I were even friends.
Hold on. Oh, okay. So the very last time she messaged me, she's like on IG, and she said, "Hey, I'm back. Do you remember me?" And then I'm like, "Did I forget something? Like, there's no messages from before." And she's like, "I lost my account, and I had to come back using this account. Remember, my father was sick, so I was taking care of him, doing real life stuff, and he passed away. And then I'm feeling bad because I don't know who this person is, or I can't remember. So I said, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry." She's like, "Oh, thank you. I'm back, and I'm feeling better. I heard you're still having problems with that Amanda woman." And I said, "Yeah, she doesn't seem to stop." And she's like, "Well, honey, if there's anything I can help you with, anything at all, you let me know, and I'll help you out." And I said, "Thank you." And then she says, "By the way, I sent you a follow request. Is that okay?" And then I said, "A follow request." And I said, "Okay, sure." And I ignored it. And then she came back about maybe 10 or 15 minutes. She's like, "Are you gonna add it?" And I said, "Well, the only thing is that I'm so careful now because that Amanda person is nuts. And could you send me a voice message? I'm sorry, but I have to ask everybody that." Oh, fuck you, Kendra. She just wrote, "Mount Maria is threatening my job. I am done." Have I threatened her job? Have I threatened Kendra's job? And I'm telling you again, do not shut up. And Kendra, do not. And I'm telling you again, do not talk about my employment. Do not bring out the 2020 Maria. Because if you think, you, George, and Ann think that you guys can think and make up things about what my hours are, I'll pay you the favor right back. And then trying to figure out what times I work. George was saying yesterday, she should be at work right now, so I'm going to call, hey, free time. I'm going to call I'm going to email the president of the company or the whatever. And Ann does the same shit, and Kendra was just doing the same shit, and E11 in chat. So don't talk about where I work, because Kendra, I will find out where you work. If you want to keep talking about my job, I will find out where you work. It's not that hard. Have my friend Kendra's job. See what I mean about these people? So then, she said, "I'll have to leave you a voice message because I'm at work. So I'll leave it to you in a bit." And she never sent me the voice message, right? So then I said, "Okay, I'm thinking that's Amanda. It's got to be Amanda." So about a week passed by, a week and a half, and I you don't delete your messages, and that account turns into her account, her new account, with her picture on it. So I go back in, I click on it because it's still on my messages. I click in it, and there's a conversation that I had with this woman, and there's Amanda's name and Amanda's picture. And tell me this woman is not normal. Do you think she left? And then all of a sudden, guess who's born after the restraining order? Miss Liability. Looking to blame you on the internet. Yeah, when did I threaten the job? She's like, "I'm done. Maria threatened your job." The only thing I said was that Kendra got doxxed. Not once, but twice by Jay Today. First she doxed her address, and now she doxed her phone number. And then Kendra said all she did to Jay Today was block her. No, that's not all you did to Jay Today. You blocked her, and then you cursed her out. It's so easy to block somebody that you don't want to see. And then even I can even say something like, "Okay, you're blocked, Laurie. Don't come back here." And shit like that. That's it. You cursed her out. Said horrible things to her. And it triggered Jay Today to do what she did. Treat people with respect, and that's it. If Kendra had just blocked her and said, "Bye, Jay Today, I don't want you here," that would have been it. But she cursed her out. See, Kendra is not like you keep jobs very long anyways. Yep. No, Maria did not dox Amanda's son's name. Because Amanda always said that it's his name. Yep. She's always called him by his name. Y'all know Amanda's son's name. She always discussed him. No mention of doxing Kendra's job. No. I said Kendra wouldn't like.
But you've also just said that there's loads of people in your life that don't know who Amanda is. Amanda had been away for a long, long time because she has not Miss Liability. She'd been away for a long, long time, and you are just doxing her minor child's name. The other thing is, Maria, you've also, hold on, what did I just see there? Just hold on. Jules didn't know before Brooke about Glenridge lying. Brooke just didn't go live about it right away. Brooke went live days later about it. Brooke knew before Jules, Maria, so stop lying. Stop lying.
Kendra was saying I must have gotten off at 6 o'clock in the morning because I wasn't live, or because I was live or I was on somebody's chat at 4 o'clock or something like that. She said, "Why are you talking about my job? And I can't talk about yours." But I never said I was calling Kendra's job or doxing her job. I don't even know where she works. But I don't. What I said was, I can't go. How would you like it if I would say that? Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 3 o'clock in the morning,
You had already doxed her job.
and Kendra, or 6 o'clock in the morning or 7. Kendra, shouldn't you be at work? Why are you online, Kendra? Nobody likes people doxing them like that. We're all adults. Yes. What did Kendra say that I said? Hold on, let me go back and check. How am I threatening your job, Kendra? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna take a picture of this one. Hold on. Here, Kendra. See, they all want to talk about me. She says, I can't hear you now because I am working, but I am aware. I'm hurt because some of you like Jay Today. It's more okay. It's okay. Oh, because these people like Jay Today, and Jay Today doxed Kendra, so she wants people to be mad at her. That's why. But she's literally saying she's at work. She's literally saying she's working, so she can't listen, but she's upset. Hold on. Yeah, nobody's gonna hate Jay Today for you, Kendra. You know the way you treated her, the way you treated Ballcat. Nobody's gonna hate anybody.
So Jules isn't gone, people. Jules is posting on IG as normal about Seabreeze antiseptic. She's posting about, some people asked me why I cut some people off without a word. I replied, they know what they did. No need to explain. So Jules is posting on IG, folks, so she's fine. Thanks, Julie.
For you, Kendra. Absolutely nobody is. That's not how it works.
Yeah, I spoke to Jay today about that as well, Kendra, to be honest, at the time. But again, why did this have anything to do with Maria? Like, why is she speaking about it? Maria tells me all the time, mind your business, mind your business. But something was posted the other day and she immediately got involved. Nothing to do with her.
Please put up all your old videos. She sure should. Oh, Laura Marie, I'm not afraid of you. Never have been. Never have been. You talk about my family, I'm talking about yours. It's that easy, Laura Marie. Do what you have to do. I got everything recorded.
I don't think Laura Marie spoke about her family at all.
Jay Today, I love Jay Today. I love, she has balls. That's what she wants. You people want to go after her, then she'll do whatever she has to. Kendra's on her way to getting fired. Yep. Wait till she starts her mistakes. Kendra, exactly like Jen. They can't shut up at work. They can't shut up at work. You know.
There we go. Kendra's exactly like Jen. They can't shut up at work. Like she's so just talking that much shit. She's talking about Jen having a job.
Tracy M was hitting on Clint. She thought that, and then now they're friends. Just like when Anthony and Clint was in that back and forth, Tracy and Clint were back and forth, and now Jen.
When Jen went through a really bad time, she made a lot of threats and accusations to Tracy. Tracy went to court to basically see what was the outcome of Jen because her family were concerned. I think her sister-in-law had a business, same name as Tracy, and Jen was putting a lot of stuff out there. So Tracy went to the court. Maria's aware of all this. When Jen came back, her and Tracy, she apologised to Tracy for everything, and that was it. They were fine, but they're not friends. They don't speak. They were fine. That's it. End of story, Maria. Maria, that's what you call adulting. Adulting.
It's all okay with them. Now, the people who don't want to hit on Clint, those are the ones that Jen thinks are stalking her. The ones, if you hit on Clint, you can be Jen's new best friend. Yeah, Laura Marie, the one who tried to mail her prescribed narcotics to see what that one. That one. Hold on.
Laura Marie offered to send Siwa the same medication she was on. She ran out because she was a friend, Maria.
Look at Lack, the one who wants to be a woman too. Hey, Lack, why don't you get together?
Look at Lack, who wants to be a woman too. There's how many times have you been homophobic in the one live, Maria?
With George. Maybe you guys can have a nice cute relationship because you're all in all the women's business. Lack. The fake therapist. What is it with these guys? Lack's not a therapist. George is not married to a dentist.
Yeah, but Brooke, she's trying to say that she told Jules first, and she was just. But the thing is, you didn't go live right away. She told you days before you went live about it. So she's trying to make out she only told you to see what you would do. Bullshit. Bullshit.
They make up these stories on YouTube for what? Then you think it makes you look better? Tracy was definitely hitting on Clint. She even went to court with him. She wanted to help him out. because she thought that she would end up with Clint. Can you imagine? All these people from Ohio, it's the same shit.
Tracy's a very happily married woman, Maria, and I don't know why you're saying this shit, because you just lie. Again, listen to these lies.
She might. Your name is.
Wow.
Hold on, I'm just responding to them.
Who's she doxing there? Who was she doxing there? Totally missed that. I don't know.
And then pissed off when I channel. She said, "Hi,
Oh, she doxed.
is there something in the water in Ohio?" I'm telling you, there's got to be something in the water in Ohio. It's like the hills have eyes. Like if your car breaks down in Ohio, kiss your ass goodbye. Don't stop. Run out of there as fast as you can.
Maria, I can think of nothing worse than walking into a mental health hospital and you're sitting at the front desk.
Lack, I'll look into your whole family if you continue. I have no problem doing that.
We know you've got no problem doing it, but you say you don't do things behind the scenes.
Look at George. She uses Reddit at work. See how these people come up with this? They say it comes out of their ass. Say, make up something. Is there something that says that you can find out if something's on Reddit at work? They make this stuff up. Is there something in the water? Tell me again how they were concerned
You've just made up a whole story about Tracy.
for their health while doing this. And act like we don't care about you or speak to you about certain things and we don't agree with fuck all the way up. In fact, hold on. Let me go read Day Today. Oh, hold on. I know that can't get me in trouble. Copy. Here you go. For anybody who wants to see her community post, there's Day Today. George is a creeper stalker. That's what he is. Oh look, 11 call me Momo. Oh, why? 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 Hold on a second. Let me get this right. 1 second. Be right back. What? Tell me. Why? Don't be climbing on any counters. You guys put it together. She out of control. Such a common last name too. Where they all chatting? In hell, they're all chatting. We're climbing on any counters. So you guys put it together. Such a little chicken lover with a last name so common. Don't be climbing on any counters, Maria, please. Why didn't you play the song when you read my posts? They're chatting in this chat. That's where they're chatting. E11's chat. Who would think that somebody as odd as E11 would have a Spanish last name, huh? Who would think that? But she does. So much for JY looking for your information, huh? Didn't take JY. Shut up, Bulbs. I'll have the list. Wouldn't you like to know, George? You'll never know. Last name, like here, in case you guys, I'm sure most of you know how to spell it. There you go. That's it. These people want a war, they'll get a war. I don't care. I could care less. Sorry, so late. That thing's done here. Oh, not so hot here today. I'm so glad. I tell you. Hold on. I know Maria works on hours, but yeah, my schedule's flexible. It changes all the time. I need to know when. Yep. And I don't tell people about work or not. I don't have to tell anybody anything. Like nobody else here. I never understand why somebody would be in a chat and say, "Well, guys, I'm listening to you while at work." Don't say that. Don't ever say things like that because these people, that's what they thrive on, that shit. Then they'll find out where you are and they'll send you work messages or comments while you're talking about them.
No, that's not us. But that's what Geneva did to my job for you. She told my job that I was online during working hours. Well, thankfully they can check the system and they could see that it was just a malicious lie. That was the stupidity of it. The stupidity of it.
I don't know why Anne says that, but she doesn't understand this. This is what Anne doesn't understand. If they take this channel down, there'll be another channel. Look at Deadly. Look at Deadly. Like, Anne, if you think I didn't report you to your police department, you're hilarious. No, I didn't, Vault. Look at what Vault said. F you, Maria. Learn to respect people. Stop bringing up his user and E's family first. See how brainwashed these idiots are?
But E didn't say anything about your family, so you have threatened to dox everything about her. You've started talking about her daughter here. You've been talking about her grandson. You've been doxing her whole name, double digits at this point. And you're saying that, no, I didn't, Vault. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. E said nothing about your family. Nothing. This is all because you saw a comment and you don't even have the right person.
Would I have gone live if E11 didn't let Rainbow do that shit in her chat?
It wasn't Rainbow, it was Miss Liability, and all she said was Maria should be spending time with her grandkids.
would I have gone live? You see how they twist things around? This is what I hate about people. You know, be fair all the way around. You can't ignore Rainbow doing that in the chat and say I did it first.
Well, she can't ignore it because it wasn't Rainbow.
She said oh yeah, because Anne talked to someone and we'll see. Why did you talk to your tell him the truth about what you did to him, Anne?
Oh, did she just dox my husband there as well? Okay.
And worry about it. Don't worry about anybody else. Why don't you worry about your ex and being honest with him? I don't care. You gonna call me that all you want, miss. I respect it, and I'll call you by your full name. I'm not gonna call you by any names that are insulting to you. I'll call you by your name. Did you ever talk to her ex, by the way? No, I never talked to her ex. All right, and I didn't call Dreamsicle's husband or the partner still that she lives with, and I easily could have done that, and I would have.
Dreamsicle's never been married, for anybody out there.
I know people would have said don't do it, but would have understood because she called my job, and I never did that to her. I guess
She called your job because of what you did, doxing her kid's father's name all over your community tab, phone number, all of it. So you're damn right she contacted your job, because that's where you said you got the phone number. And you told 3 different stories about how that happened and that it was her on the phone. And you've changed that story so many times, Maria. And I think if you had have answered the phone to Dreamy, she would have certainly have known it was you on the phone.
the thug now. Can you imagine? Look at this. Rainbow says, and she purposely mistakes. It's her husband's extended family and she knows it. Okay, go Rainbow. Go talk to the people in California. I want you to talk to the people in California who are related to my husband. Do it. Because there's no family members in California or anywhere outside Florida. Unbelievable. You're really bored to pick on me. Don't get scared. Or I know you're not scared, but fuck George and what he says. This is what I always said. They threw this big 6-hour shit in Anne's life. It was just for Anne to get views. These women know that George is a piece of shit. They know he wasn't going anywhere. They're okay with him harassing
The only person that cares about getting views and counting the subs is you.
women because they need all the help they can get. And not one of these women are
I don't need help from anyone, Maria, to drag you. I can do that all by myself.
happy with who they are or with where they are in life.
It's funny how that's where she goes. There's not one of these women that are happy with who they are or where they are in life. Like you are the epitome of happiness. You are the epitome of a great marriage. I mean, your husband seems like a lovely man, but you seem anything but happy in life. So people then look at you and think, that's not a happy marriage because she is fucking miserable. There's nobody more hateful in life. If your life is so blessed and you're so happy, you would not be that hateful, and you are hateful 24/7.
Why does Rainbow complain about being doxxed while often talking about you going real life and others? Legit question, please and thank you. I've never doxed Rainbow. Not once. I don't even know her name.
Thanks, E11. So E11. No, I'm still not divorced yet. Hi, Michelle. And I was talking about my husband over a week ago, and I was saying, oh, and I was at my hubby's and blah blah blah. And Maria went live, and she's like, "He's not your hubby. He's not your hubby." Like, he actually is my hubby. And do you know what? He's probably one of my best friends. And see, as soon as there's a little drama or anything going on in my family, he's the first person I call. Anything. We still talk to each other regarding our kids, regarding our grandkids regularly. Any little concerns we have, any little worries, we contact each other first. We've got a very, very close relationship, and I never want to lose that. I'm going to play this because Pablo's about to get out. I'll go and let him out.
Nobody's ever doxed Rainbow. That people have said that Rainbow's a teacher. She must have told one person, and it wasn't me, because I don't talk to Rainbow, that she was a teacher in somebody's chat, and everybody's run with it. Nobody has doxed Rainbow. Star, you know why I'm getting triggered? Because what was that lady's name that your husband had the affair with? Her name was Jennifer, wasn't it Jennifer? You see, he didn't. So would you like somebody to go around saying that your husband had an affair with a Jennifer? Did you guys know that Star's husband slept with Jennifer? Maybe we can interview Jennifer next time. See how that works? I'm Star. Hold on, let me write it so she can read it because Star's visual. Star's husband. A woman from work called Jennifer. That's how the rumor started. See how easy that is to start a rumor? Her obsession is weird as hell with me. I don't understand it. Rainbow, if you're gonna be so tough, just answer my IG. It's that easy. Answer the IG messages. I'm not even being disrespectful in the IG messages. Go ahead, Rainbow. So yeah, Star's husband had an affair. with a woman from work, and her name was Jennifer, and Star was really pissed off. But I was able to call Jennifer's family in California. And actually, I called her husband's family in California. And yep, that's it. I don't think Star wanted anybody to know. See how easy that starts, Star? See how that is? You get some weirdo like Rainbow making shit up and you guys run with it. Star's husband was being catfished or dating websites and he took the bait. I think Brooke said that a while back. Yep, that's right. He did. And the girl's name was Jennifer. What are your entire family? Right? Oh, listen, hold on. We know for sure, Rainbow, if she didn't know who your entire family or your neighbors, your friends you had back in the day would have been doxxed. She doesn't know. I don't.
How fucking crazy is this? Is Star still here? How crazy is this? Oh, you're here? Yeah, okay.
know who the fuck Rainbow is, and I don't care to know who Rainbow is. No worries about that. I'm not looking anybody up. I don't care about Rainbow or anybody else. But if you're gonna start rumors, then I'm gonna say your husband had an affair with Jennifer. See, and then you figure out and you start telling people no, but he didn't. Then we're in the same boat. Rainbow is a preschool teacher. She said it herself that she lives with the parents and she's a preschool teacher. They'll take a comment like Rainbow shouldn't act like that if she's a school teacher and say, oh my God, they're threatening my job. That's exactly what Kendra just did. That's exactly what Kendra did. I'm out there threatening my job. She literally wrote on there earlier saying that well, if Maria got out of work at 6 a.m., then I know why she would have made this comment. It's none of your damn business what time I got out of work. It's none of your damn business to come out of your mouth, Kendra. If you want me.
But you've already put up a picture of a place that she worked at, Maria. You had already doxed her job.
To respect your job and you respect mine. Hey.
Exactly, Wicked. I love the relationship we have. And he does know everything. So not that it's any of Maria's business.
Yeah, no problems. This is what they don't understand. They're talking about, well, Maria probably yesterday might have been on live from 2 to 5. So was it yesterday? Let me take down my notes. And then here comes the 11 with that stupid board. Monday, I saw her on live at 10 o'clock, in chats. And then Tuesday, it was from 2 to 5. And then Wednesday, I saw her at 1.
And she is now great friends with the person who exposed that chat.
O'clock. So could she have been on a break? Maybe. No, it's too. I even saw her say at one comment, it's too late for a break. They're even trying to figure out what time I take a break if I make a comment in somebody's chat.
Who cares?
And then she wants to go on there and say, I threatened her job. Where I said, the same way you find out about your hours, about my hours that you're trying to find out, I'll find out about yours. And
as Cooch showed, you've threatened her job twice in this live alone.
That turns into I'm threatening her job. Is it me? Do you guys see what I'm saying? It's the weirdest shit I've ever seen. It's the weirdest shit I've ever seen. They're trying to figure out what time I take my breaks. Or if I'm working until 6 o'clock in the morning or not. Hey, Sherry. Yet I'm the one that's threatening her job. If they're all okay with George doxing, then why are they mad if you're doing it? Yeah, take it out on George, not on me. George does 100 times worse.
No, he doesn't. No, he
Hold
doesn't. Do you know when George finally doxed people around you, Maria? After you kept doxing his family, posting stuff about his mum, posting stuff about his brother, you did post a picture, I'm sure it was George's mum, and it got taken down quite quick. George, correct me if I'm wrong. But that's where I saw his mum and thought, she's a really, really pretty woman. Really pretty woman. Did she actually say she doesn't go real life? Oh my God. Posting arrows is real life. Phoning people's family or contacting people's family members is real life, and she's done it to numerous people. She can make excuses all day long about why she did see us, but she didn't have to contact her mum and every fucking sibling. That was her being a bully. Yes, she did. Thanks, George. That was her being a bully. That was all. Look, there she's.
Amanda, go back to throwing yourself on the floor so your son can help you.
There she just doxed her son again. A minor child.
That Amanda's son had no life. Can you imagine such a little kid and all she did was do that shit to him and make herself the victim? And all his life she'd be like, come here, I need this. Come here, I need this.
Where did you get this from, Maria? Where did you get that from, that's what she did to her son? Because I'm going to tell you something. I think Amanda's son was really spoiled. Really spoiled. And her son has made some amazing achievements that you can never even think about. To be honest with you, he's very, very talented and she should be super proud of him. And he had a lot of support around him. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This is talk about making up stories. Wait, hear this.
Come here. Mom needs this. You're going to be with me, right? Stay here with me. Can you imagine? Like, I always grew up and I had my family grow up that you just have fun as kids. Kids will be kids. That poor kid didn't have it. And now she comes back as Miss Liability.
How do you know that? Where did this come from? Where?
None of the business of your dog. I know. But then here you go, Kendra. Kendra, did anybody here see me threatening her dog?
Yes. Twice you've just threatened her job.
Wait, Kendra. Prove it.
Cooch proved it.
Yeah, Rainbow is 100% dangerous around children. The only reason she's hiding her name is because she knows it's not normal the way she's acting.
And I think you're 100% dangerous working in a mental health hospital, the way you attack Jen Bailey's mental health and other people.
She doesn't want people to find out where she teaches and then to come up and say that.
Because let's face it, Maria, she said at the beginning, I have not got the, basically, if I cared enough or had the energy to try and find out who she is, what, like your friend Ginny hasn't tried? Don't fucking lie. Stop your bullshit. I agree with that, Ken.
Hold
I've
on.
said that a long time.
But yeah, Rainbow, you are a threat to children. You are dangerous.
How is she dangerous and how is she a threat to children? What reason would you have to say that?
Yeah, I wouldn't want somebody like Rainbow teaching my kids.
Well, thank goodness they're grown up.
Can you imagine?
I can imagine going to the mental hospital and you're sitting at the front desk on YouTube.
Give me a minute. I'm going to post you the comment that Rainbow said after. So, because now
Please do post it because it wasn't Rainbow and you did this whole live on a mistake.
they're saying that she said nothing. So I'll post in the community tab because these people are all just liars. That's what they are.
Yes. And who dropped his first name all the way through this live? So this is the thing. Amanda did tell people months and months ago about this.
And if I'm going to allow that in her chat, then I'm allowing people to call out everybody's children. How they get so outraged when Maria says the name, but they sit in George's chat and throw him a party.
So just a question to think about. Would Maria's subscribers be okay if people called out their kids? Is Maria respecting her subscribers?
It's always excused for them, but not everybody better. But nobody better respond. Yeah, I'm here sitting, not doing shit to them, and I see George live dragging me, and E11 they're calling
I'm sitting there not doing shit to them.
me Momo, and then she clicks on, she does a live there, and then she has Rainbow talking about my family in the chat, and she's like, I didn't see nobody talk about your family, Maria. Nobody said anything.
Yeah, she didn't see it, and it certainly wasn't Rainbow.
Are you kidding me? Is Star upset that her husband had an affair with Jennifer? I don't get it. Hold on. Of course, E11 didn't see it. Yeah, she never sees anything. She read the one before and the one after. She says, but she skips right over it, and then she'll swear nothing was said. Nothing was said. And look at her, she always has to put her 2 cents in there to Addie's disappointment because she's stuck in her mentality like she was 20 and she's hot, even though she's no longer hot, which is fine because everybody gets old. But she has to always put in her 2 cents worth. See yourself in the mirror because your pictures are showing that you're pretty Momo looking now. So be careful who you call Momo.
Did she just say Daddy's disappointment is pretty Momo looking now? Daddy's disappointment is one sexy fucking hot woman, Maria. And I don't know what you tried to prove by showing a picture where I think she was at the zoo in extreme temperatures with no filter. She doesn't need a filter. She is stunning, absolutely stunning. People don't call you Momo because of how Momo looks. People call you Momo because Momo is dangerous to children. And you've just doxed a child about 5 times in this live.
She got the memo. Hold on a second. Give me a minute because I'm about to dox. Should I dox? Be careful. KK said the true everyone was what? Mean to me in Ball Cat Line. Good. Hopefully Kendra never shows up at Ball Cats again. That's why I'm saying I'm going to start doxing everybody who uses that name. I don't care. And if they have no problem with it, it's not doxing. I'm not giving away their address. I'm just calling them by their name. It's the adult thing to do. You want to call me Momo, I'll respect you and call you by your name. See, I'm a much better person. So I'll still respect or whatever she wants me to call her by. Doesn't matter to me. Don't stoop to their level. No, I'm not going to call them names. I'm just going to call them out by their real names. I don't think calling out by YouTube name is weird. You know, she's not an E11. So I'll still be polite. Her seizures absolutely did. She had the weird seizures. They went on forever. Shut up, Amanda Prayer. Shut up. Nobody's afraid of you, Amanda. You know, the sad thing is that Amanda took it so far that almost caused somebody to take her own life because of her. Because of her. She recorded.
Well, that's not actually true, Maria, because what you're going to try and go to tell a very, very small, like minuscule section of a story that went over 2 years.
somebody who was doing something illegal, and she recorded the person who was already down in her luck, who was already depressed, somebody who has depression. Amanda recorded her. And then, because it's so important to put shit on YouTube, she made it live for everybody to see. And then, so whatever this girl was doing that was illegal, Wanda Steve told them to call them, they're not gonna do nothing. So whatever this person, I'm not doing anything anyway, so who cares? Whoever this person was doing, and Amanda was recording it, it was more important for her to play it on the live so she can get her 400 or 500 views than care about her friend who was crying about not wanting to.
Oh, and by the way, by this point, I had told Dreamy, as soon as she started mentioning Dreamy and Dreamy's family, with all the threats she had just made, I told Dreamy to phone the police to prevent her going further. I don't give a shit what anybody else thinks about that. I think she had to be stopped. How many people did she threaten in this life?
To get in trouble. That's what Amanda did. And then the joke.
So she's saying that the story here is, she's saying Amanda recorded someone who was doing something illegal. No, they all recorded it. So Rule was in a hotel room pretending to be a detective, phoned Maria. Maria was on the phone for an hour spilling her guts to this detective. They all recorded it. She's saying Amanda recorded Rule. No, it was all recorded, Maria, because it was funny. They were all laughing at you. And then they shared the video, but Amanda put it on YouTube. But there was a lot of other things going on in Rule's life, Maria, because other people knew her. People don't just try and take their life because of one little incident. You also bullied that woman for 2 years prior to this incident. So where's your part? Because Maria leaves out that she's in this story. The
stuff that they were doing was against me. That person that was calling me was doing something against me. And when I saw her crying, because Amanda posted it on live, and that could get her in serious trouble with the police, I told the person, don't worry about it. I'm not going to press charges on you. Who cares what Amanda does? We're all human beings.
Well, what you did, you immediately hate bonded because it was two friends and you hated Amanda. So you immediately hate bonded with Rule to get one over in her, Maria, the same way you've done with everybody else in this platform.
A mistake and I forgive you. I'm not pressing charges on you, so don't cry about it. And the next day, the person tried to take her life.
Maria made up with Rakin to basically say fuck you to the rest of us who were in that group chat. That's what Maria did. That's who Maria is.
And that's what Amanda did to that woman. That's what Amanda did.
What about your 2 years of bullying her first, Maria?
And that was a friend of Amanda's. And thank God the woman.
And you know another thing? The woman probably thought, I can't trust Maria not to phone the police and tell them she was impersonating an officer. But you didn't have a recording. So the police would only have had your word for it. So there's fuck all you could have done, Maria. Nothing. So you're just full of shit here.
Arrived. And then the woman came back and made a video saying, because of her friends, not because of Maria or because of the other person, because of her friends, she thought were her friends, she almost lost her life. Because she begged Amanda to take that video down. And Amanda.
Here we go. How do you know she begged Amanda to take that video down, Maria? How do you know? Because if that happened that night and the next day she tried to unalive herself, how do you know that? You just lie. You just fucking lie.
Amanda said no. Tell Wanda to make sure they tell how they were in corn bombing Maria. Yep, that's right. So that's what Amanda did. And that's probably why she's using this liability now. Hold on. Amanda, listen to what she writes. This is so Amanda. This is liability, right? She writes, Momo, you might want to check out who your husband is talking to while you're glued to the internet. This is who she always talks this way. The same shit. Don't worry, Amanda. I'm secure in my husband. Something you couldn't secure with yours. Her husband left her and took off and married another woman.
What are you talking about? So you spoke to Amanda for 2 weeks in her life and you know that her husband left her, took off and married another woman. You don't know anything.
Woman, because Amanda was always that crazy.
And again, this is all, hi, not that Lauren Marie. This is all because she thinks that Amanda is Miss Liability and she's fucking wrong. And listen to the way she goes after her.
Anyone over there that is outraged over Maria responding better not ever be in George's chat ever again, because she does the same thing. He does the same thing, only he will put out more than their names. He posts shit that he finds on them. He digs deep into people's family and he posts shit that he finds. And none of these women say anything to him. They're all patting him on the back like it's okay. I don't post anything on my lives. I don't show anything, screenshots of anything. I don't go looking into their court shit, none of that shit that Ann does, that George does, nothing. Yet they're outraged because I speak the truth, because I defend myself, because I said,
You don't defend yourself. You're an antagonizer. You're an antagonizer. You're an instigator. You go much further. You've already said the worst about his family, posted his brother. What else have you done? Posted his mother, posted his picture from the obituary. You started all of that, Maria. You did it first. You were the first one to post that picture. When did George come after your family, Maria? Please speak.
I'm here minding my own business, and I don't want Rainbow or anybody discussing my family in the 11 chat. But I'm the bad one, right? And she's going,
Exactly, Cooch.
what the fuck is Star talking about? Star, you know, I hope your husband's tweeting at you again like he did that time, because that shit was funny. I gotta find it and replay it. I'm pretty sure I still have it. Isn't it well known Amanda's father passed away? Amanda's son's father passed away. I don't know, Brooke, because I don't keep track of that shit. Obviously, I'm not close to Amanda. I never was, so I wouldn't know her.
Exactly. So you don't know because you've never been close to her. There you're online. That man had just passed away months before. Our son's lost his father. He's been contacted by an idiot on YouTube, or rather on Facebook, and you're online doxing that kid.
Family history. Listen to Brooke. Even Brooke is in there. Like, how would
I
I
don't know her family history, but she's just told everyone that her husband had left her and married another woman.
know if her husband or ex-husband or whoever passed away? I don't know who's ex-husband or who's divorced or who's married or who's whatever. These people are so involved in the shit.
Listen to her.
Amanda, I'll talk every day if you want me to continue. So she's doxing someone's child because it's her mine. She's an account. No, it's Amanda. Hey, Brooke, shut up. Just shut up.
Yeah. So Brooke calls her out for doxing, and she's like, "Brooke, shut up. Just shut up."
I'm telling you now. Why does Star care if Ballcat is here? Because that's who Ballcat, that's who Star is. She's in everybody's business. Star is in everybody's business. Remember, Star is the one who messaged my ex-boss's wife. A wife, somebody who doesn't work in the company. It's like her husband's company. She's a stay-at-home person. And she messaged her and said, "Do you want me to send you links and stuff for you to see for something I'm doing off company time?" I'm not shocked that Brooke is there. Brooke, I sent in a complaint to the nursing board yesterday with clips. Oh, Brooke.
So there she is. So it's okay for somebody in her chat to write that about Brooke.
Oh, Brooke, you're getting in shit. Why is she doxing Amanda's? What the hell? Oh, yeah. Who called him Star? I've got to find that video of her husband screaming at her. And then that's another thing. She said that Star said that I had doxed her husband and his family, whatever. When she had that account, YouTube account with men, they posted a video of my husband, and then I responded by posting pictures of both of them, both their husbands. And I'm the bad one for posting the picture because I should just ignore it. And then
Before Star ever did any of that, Maria, before she did any of that, you had already been on her Facebook, took pictures of all her family and sent them to Jules. And the funny thing was, she never sent them to me. I hadn't even seen these pictures when she sent them to Jules. It's funny that, isn't it? And Jules put the picture up and then said, "Yeah, Maria gave me these," and that's how Star knew.
post a video. It's like never ending. There's no logic to these people. No logic.
It just amazes me that Maria is only ever responding.
Unbelievable. Brooke has a mess at home she needs to sober up and take care of. Funny how they all turning this whole stream around. I know, that's what I'm telling you. It's like you're living in a twilight zone. These people have turned everything around. I literally said I want nothing to do with it. I mean, people would be happy to say, if Maria had said, "Oh, these people, they used to be my friends and now I'm going to dox the hell out of them and I want to drag them through the mud and I want to talk about all of them every day and I'm going to show you guys what we talk
But you have just doxed everybody. You've doxed Sweets and E11 all the way through this.
about in screenshots. And then I want this and I want that. None of that I've said. I said I'd gladly move away and move on. And then I see
It sounds like it.
E11 calling me Momo. And then I see her chat talking, Rainbow talking about my family in the chat. So who's the one who doesn't want to move on?
You.
Amanda definitely is Miss Liability, 100%. 100%.
Prove it.
That's why she won't talk.
Why does she need to? Have you seen, I mean, I don't believe Mayday is a person, and I don't believe that Sophie's ever spoke to Mayday. That's a new claim, because Mayday said that she'd spoke to Cindy a long time ago, and Cindy didn't really back that up. So now it is Sophie that keeps claiming that she spoke to Mayday. Have I said that Mayday has got to go on Sophie's live and prove that? No, because she doesn't have to. So why does Miss Liability need to prove to anyone who she is? She doesn't have to.
All messy home nights are boring. Everything's wrong. Funny how they all turning this whole stream around. They're all weirdos. Every last one of them are the same. Until this day, Anne said that Dreamsicle didn't call my job, and Dreamsicle had already admitted it. And I have all the proof I need.
No, she hadn't, Maria. She admitted calling it after you had doxed her relentlessly.
I don't give a fuck what Anne says. There's no 50%, 60, 70, 99. No, it's 100%. And Dreamsicle admitted it on a live.
Yes, she did. After you did all the doxing, saying you get the number from your job, from the hospital phone
Hold on.
system.
Dreamsicle's jealous of Lindsay now. Janet is a neighbor you never want to have. Can you see why her neighbor called the HOA on her? Yep, I can see. This one is one big weirdo. She's just one big strange weirdo. I swear they live for this shit.
We all live for this shit. But Maria is the one that's addicted to the internet and posts 24/7.
I'm trying to do like everything I possibly can to get away. I don't go to live. I don't do lives on Jen. Like I don't show her videos because I want to get away from these people. I want to get
Yeah, it shows.
away from Jen. You know, I could do like that I've said I'm going to do that, mocking her when she's cleaning and shit like that. But I'm not going deep diving into Jen and
But that's still doing a live on Jen. That's still Jen's your content.
her backstory and all that.
Maybe you should do the parody and actually try cleaning while you're parodying Jen. Maybe you should just try it.
Shit, I leave that all up to everybody else. If I wanted to do just a mocking video, I'll do it. But these people, they're not capable of just walking away. I literally have shown that I don't even talk about when I go into somebody's chat. I don't mention Anne. I don't mention E11. I don't mention Brooke. I don't mention.
Maria, as I said, this was in January the 23rd. From the end of October to the beginning of December, it was 6 weeks. I was not online. I was not online. I was not in chats. I wasn't here. And you were still talking shit about me. You couldn't stop.
Well, I don't mention any of these people. I go in and I stick to the subject and I laugh at whatever is going on. If I want to do this a parody, it's a parody.
She just laughs, guys. She's just an absolute fucking joy.
But I don't mention these people. I don't even do parodies on them. And they still can't stop. They do and act like perpetual victims. Yes. Some do not understand. You cannot control how someone responds. When they're poking a bear, they will get a bear to respond. And the bear may just growl or the bear may attack and to stop poking. How is it that they don't understand that?
Well, you've been poking us. Maybe I'm the bear. You've poked me for a long time. So I'm now your bear. Okay?
Why I say clear of the messy females. I feel duped again. I'm highly disappointed.
That's what makes me laugh. So somebody's actually wrote in her chat, I stay away from the messy females, but you're in Maria's fucking chat. There's nobody worse.
A few of them. Highly disappointed is an understatement. Okay, then prove everybody wrong. Prove me wrong. Drop the link for Miss Liability and let her talk. You know why you don't ask her? Because you know she's Amanda Prayerdar.
But she's not.
And Kendra, congratulations on Jay today for finding you. But don't lie on me.
Don't pretend that Jay today just found Kendra. Shut the fuck up. You already knew Kendra's address because of Geneva, so stop, Maria. That's her trying to take responsibility away from herself. Maria, you gave Jay today Kendra's address, so stop your shit.
I didn't threaten your job. I said, it's weird that you would be saying, oh, it's 6.
The same as you gave Jay today John's photograph, John's address. The same as that, Maria.
o'clock, so if her job ended at 6, that would make sense why she's up or some shit like that. Don't talk about people's jobs. You know, if it wasn't my shift, if I got up at 6, or if I wake up at 6 in the morning because I'm 62 and I have to go pee, it's none of your business. What does that have to do with somebody's job? Who's talking about jobs except them? George, I'm going to...
So as I add to that, Maria doesn't do things behind the scene, guys. Oh, Raven has found the science of Momo.
contact the president to tell him you were live from here. You were on chat from this time to this time. Bitch, you don't have my schedule.
Do you know what, Maria?
But that's okay because it's these people that are doing it, right? Or
if you don't know that George is just fucking with you at times, but look at how much you bite and you get upset and angry. But you take it too far. Why don't you just troll him back about his job? You need to start going after deceased family members. You need to take it to another fucking place.
Man, why is she in AC's chat and it's 2 o'clock? Shouldn't you be working, Maria? So she's blocked. Hold on. Blocked where? Here you go. I don't know if she's blocked. She's not blocked here. Hold on. Let me see if I can unblock. Bitch. Let me see if I can unblock this liability. Yeah, I'm gonna look at on the She's not on my block list. You're not blocked, Miss Liability. You're not blocked, Amanda. Amanda Prayer Jar is blocked, but you're not. I don't think no, Amanda Prayer Jar is blocked. Her account. Come on panel with me one day to prove we are not the same person. It's not hard to prove. I know it's not hard to prove. Prove me wrong. Just go and hear your voice. Let's hear your voice. You know, just like the same, like you tried to get, yeah, just like you tried to get into my IG and I.
Listen, it's a waste of time. So Brooks knows, which was called Brooks knows. And when I heard Jules saying how upset she was that she'd left her chat and Tenhead, 2 accounts that were dedicated to Brooke. So I had been accused, and I'm sure Brooks knows, of being somebody, and they jumped on Jules's panel and they were talking like that. Hello, hello, putting on a stupid little fake voice. Oh, really, Kendra?
Asking for the voice message. That's it. Fuck you, Tracy. You're the one who wanted Clint so badly. You went to his court thinking you were going to win him over. You went to court to accompany Clint, thinking that he was going to dump Jen for you. That shit is hilarious.
Why are you making up a lie in a story, Maria? Why are you lying about Tracy? Tracy doesn't tell lies.
Can you imagine? Tracy was going to be Alice's new daughter-in-law.
Listen,
Can you imagine?
Stupidity.
Taking the time to go to, because he was in love after lockup, she took the time to go to court with him. Who the hell wants Clint? I don't get it.
Wow.
She took the time of her day to take him to court and help him file a restraining order against Jen. And now her and Jen are okay, right? So then the people who haven't done shit to Jen, like me, get dragged by Jen just because I don't want to talk to her.
Yeah, you haven't done shit to Jen. Oh, okay.
I didn't do it. I didn't go to take her husband by the hand and take him to court and fill out the restraining order. None of that shit. I wasn't comforting him, talking to him on the phone like Tracy was when Jen was in jail. Didn't even contact Clint at all because I don't give a shit.
I don't even know if all of this is true. I know Tracy didn't want Clint. She's stupid. She's just stupid. It might have been you I was blaming, Star. I don't know. I don't actually think it was, but I don't think I was blaming you. I think I was I blaming Jade Travis? I was blaming Jade.
But the one who did the shit is the one who now is trying to say that maybe I had the hots for Clint. Tracy, you're as sick as Jen is. Amanda, you should know about that. By the way, did you guys know that? Okay, hold on. When I had gone to court with Amanda, she was ordered by the judge to get a mental health evaluation. Again, she was ordered by the judge.
This is a story
Not
here.
me. She was ordered by the judge to get a mental health evaluation, which her mother said she would do. Her mother said she would do that. Because, I mean, you have to do it when you're ordered by the judge, right?
Maria, we've only got your word for that. We've only got your word for that, that's what actually happened there at that point.
We've all seen Clint. Yeah, well, I guess that's all Tracy could get.
Wow. Maria, listen, I think you need to really start looking at, like, buy a mirror.
I guess, you know, it's not like we have a lot of choice in Ohio. So I guess that she was serious. Kendra is always on here, so she's on YouTube at work. Stop worrying about when Maria's at work when she's doing it. Be careful that you don't get porn wrong. Nobody's coming up here. I haven't seen anybody. I don't even know. Hold on. No, there's nobody backstage.
Did she vote? Vault wrote that Maria loved Clint. That's why she talked to him on the phone all the time.
Maybe if you squint your eyes with the lights on, he might be cute. I don't think so. I highly doubt that. And honestly, from what you guys seen of Black, does that sound like a therapist to you? Does he really sound like a therapist? This is why I tell you, people say therapists are good. Some of these people are worse than the patient themselves. And then people think that, and this is what I've said this all my life. For anybody who goes to therapy, if you go to therapy and you find a good therapist.
Listen to her. I've said this all my life. One person that needs therapy and has never been to therapy is Maria. If you go to therapy and you find a good therapist, she talks about stuff as if she knows and just talks shit.
Then good for you. But if you're unlucky enough to go to therapy and bump into a therapist like that, and you're in a bad place yourself mentally, somebody like him can screw you over.
What are you talking about? You don't even know what you're fucking talking about. Somebody like, how can a therapist screw you over, Maria? Pray tell. What do you know about this job? What do you know? You just make shit up.
Because you're vulnerable. And it's scary. Like I said, I always say, you know what? And I've said it a million times. Nobody, no therapist, no doctor, no anybody else is God. Think for yourself. If you bump into somebody like that in real life and he's a therapist and he tells
Maria, see for some of these people, think for yourself. So see if somebody really is vulnerable and in a dangerous place, as you just said, maybe thinking for themselves could be a dangerous thing. Okay? You don't know what you're talking about. You need to stop.
you something that you don't feel like it's right, change therapists. Because sometimes these therapists have worse lives and worse mentally than you do. And he's a good example of that.
And then Maria found out what his job really was, didn't you, Maria, and started posting that instead.
He's a good example of that. Hold on a second. Give me a minute.
Why we should talk about Lack's job anyway? She's telling everybody not to talk about jobs and not to talk about her hours, and then she starts talking about Lack's job.
The Giddler is in there. You know, the pervert, the one who likes little children, Jen Giddler, that one. The one that goes for the minors. She's such a predator. She goes in and she just types in Maria diarrhea. I'd rather have diarrhea than be a predator. She might have gotten away with it or think she got away with it, but everybody on YouTube knows she's a predator. And she likes underage people. I wish those kids would press charges on her, but from what I heard that they didn't have the best support system. Or that kid didn't have the best support system. But it's still, he still says that she did it. And you know what? Believe your children when they tell you that somebody touched them or said something that isn't appropriate. And Jen was definitely the same way she is now. Did you guys see the other day? She went live with a little simp, Clint, and she was in her bra, and she made sure to have the camera on her sports bra, and then put on the shirt after. Like,
Who cares if it was a sports bra? Who cares?
she's getting dressed to go live, and the little simp Clint is okay with it because Jen is a show off, and she just wants people to think that she's this amazing person, but what she is a predator. She's a disgusting predator. Hold on. I don't know if I could talk. People would bring up Brooke's career to make these claims. Lack is doing the same, just my opinion. Yep.
Exactly, Lack. Exactly, for no reason.
Hold on, let me look at them. Oh, look at this. Hold on, you know what? This is just wonderful. If this doesn't tell you guys that this is Amanda Prayerdar, thank you. Thank you for that screenshot. I didn't catch that. Hold on.
That's
Hold
logic.
up. Hold up.
This logic that this conclusion she came to, right? I can put it another way for her. You're an idiot, Maria. See, when I listened to this yesterday, I was like, this woman has got many screws loose. That you must hear jingling of metal when you're moving about.
Oh, this is good. You guys are so good. Hold up. Let me go back and get it. I'm gonna take a screenshot of it. Okay. So remember when I told you I have the paperwork still, Amanda. So I'll be showing it. It's when I told you that the RO it said that the judge had ordered her to get a mental health evaluation. Prayerdar, liability, wrote, Maria, you were ordered to get a mental evaluation. You didn't follow the judge's orders. Did you hear that? Miss Liability wrote that. I still have all the paperwork. Busted.
Maria, she wasn't busted. She wasn't talking about your RO with Amanda. Miss Liability was talking about your RO with John. Are you that fucking stupid? Do you think even if Miss Liability was Amanda, she'd be that fucking stupid? There's something wrong with you. You're like, gotcha.
Did you see that? Thank you for catching that. Miss Liability wrote, Maria, you were ordered to get mental evaluation. You didn't follow the judge's order. I have all the paperwork. All of it.
You weren't ordered in her RO to have. So what did you think you were achieving with that, Maria? Seriously. She wasn't talking about Amanda's court case. She was talking about John's.
And now I will post it all. Absolutely, I was not ordered for a mental health evaluation. Only Amanda was, and her mother was with her, and her mother said that she would get it done. Her mother, in fact, oh, Tracy, shut up. Her mother, in fact, said to the judge, this is what her mother said to the judge, she just recently had one done. She doesn't need one. And the judge replied, I ordered it.
That's not what
So
he said.
she needed
You
to-
changed that. You have changed that. It's not that he went, I ordered it. I think he suggested they get another. According to you, Maria. But see how it's it's getting exaggerated. But Maria, see if everything that happens in court is true. You've physically assaulted relatives in your family.
And the mom replied, okay. And because I said that, Prayerdar jumped up and said, oh, no, Maria, he said that you needed one too. And that never happened. Never
When
happened.
did she jump up and say
But
that?
see-
Sorry? When did she jump up and say that? When? Sorry. Where did she jump up and say that? Because it didn't happen in that court case, did it? Because it was an arrow against her. So where did that part happen, Maria?
Amanda, this is why you have to save everything. She just busted herself. I told you guys it was Amanda. Thank you for catching that. I told you guys it was Amanda. No, I didn't vote. No, vote. She said, Maria, you brought up East Baby because someone called you Momo. That's serious when I think you have a neurologist you're quickly forgetting. Vault. I swear Vault is like, I thought at least Vault had a little bit of smartness in her. She has nothing. I literally said Rainbow brought up my grandchildren. Rainbow did, and
She didn't, Maria.
E11 allowed it. See how they twist everything around? What I did say was that I was called by her name if she used the word Momo. It had nothing to do with her grandchild.
But you have spoke about her grandchild. You've mentioned her grandchild and you've mentioned her daughter on 2 different occasions, Maria.
2 separate things. She said it on George's, and then Rainbow said this on her chat. And Vault turned it into one thing. See how stupid this can be? That's the 2. Yeah, Vault was really gone, I'm sure. Showed who she's in Nan's chat. Yep, she did. So, Vault, get it right. Get it right. If she didn't mention mine, I wouldn't mention hers.
E11's never mentioned yours, ever.
Yeah, you are dangerous. Dangerous as hell, Rainbow. Thank God you're not in Florida, because I don't think any children should be around you. Taking care of people.
You know, she never ever turned over the pews, wicked wisdom. She lies about where they are.
Children. Shit happens every day like that.
And I don't think you should be in a mental hospital unless you're a patient.
Hold on, Vault wants to respond now. But Vault, you're not blocked here, bitch. You call families, they call yours. I haven't called anybody's family. I will if I have.
You've called Mikey's mum. You've called Alice, have you not? So yes, you have. And you also contacted Rule's mum when Rule was in hospital, Maria. You've contacted all of Siwa's family. You contacted Teresa's family. There's probably a lot more that I don't fucking know.
And I've always said it, just saying. Your chat is also saying they contacted Brooke's job. I haven't. I've never contacted Brooke's job. And Lisa Marie said she's calling Dreamy family. That's on Lisa Marie, not on me.
So there it is. There it is. So there was Lisa Marie. That was the reason that I told Dreamy to phone the police, because there was a threat to contact Dreamy's family. And I was like, I am done with this shit. So E11 was to hold Miss Liability, she kept saying Rainbow, accountable for saying that she should spend more time with her grandkids. But when Lisa Marie was threatening in her chat to contact Dreamy's family, Maria said, that's on Lisa Marie, not on me. But it happened in your chat. So you were holding E11 to that standard. You have doxed E11 all through this live, spoke about her grandkid, spoke about her daughter, all in the basis of somebody mentioning your grandson in the chat, or grandchildren in the chat. But as soon as you're called out for Lisa Marie making threats in your chat, your response is, that's on Lisa Marie, not on me. But it was in your chat. Your chat. You see how you keep moving the goalpost, Maria? You see that? This is why the police get phoned on you, okay? And it wasn't a welfare check. I wouldn't have been wrong if it was a welfare check, because you're fucking unhinged. Unhinged.
I'm not responsible for what they do out here. But I tell you what, I'm not letting them talk about anybody's family.
I'm not responsible for what they do out here. But I'm not letting them talk about anybody's families. Maria, Lisa Marie left a threatening and doxed Dreamy's kid's father on your comments and left a knife. There was a knife in the chat as well. Okay? But you were okay with that, but it was all in your channel. So you are responsible. You could have deleted it.
Here. And if E11 wants to allow that, then I allow it.
I'm not allowing them to talk about anybody's families here. Her threatening to phone her baby daddy is talking about people's families, Maria. All the Miss Liability said was you should be spending more time with your grandchildren. That was it.
Mine. It's that easy. If she wants to do it to if she wants to talk about mine, I'll talk about hers. Maria is doxing subs. She needs to be reported. Emily, who is not a sub. It's not a sub.
It's exhausting.
Okay, we can watch all videos tonight. George is threatening to call jobs. So what's the difference, Walt? Yeah, Walt, what's the difference? George is threatening to call jobs. Yeah, you guys support George. You guys support George. Hey, Jen, go check.
You just threatened to contact Kendra's job twice.
Kid's phone today. It's important. Go, run. Check his phone. You might find something today. I bet you will. Is he working? Go find it. Go find it. Run. She would really like it. Your YouTube algorithm based on new watch. No, Rainbow, I haven't taken the time to look through my PayPal to see who you are, because I don't have to dox anybody that donated like Kendra did.
I bet you have. Oh, and I'm going to love this next, but
If I find your information, it's not going to be through PayPal. Because what Kendra did was dox for the candles. And that didn't end up very well for her, did it?
you doxed JJ first through PayPal. That's how people found out who JJ was and started looking up JJ's information, thanks to you, because she donated to you through Cash App, PayPal, whatever one it was. So you sitting there calling Kendra out and saying that didn't end well for you, did it? You did it first to the very same fucking person. This blows my mind.
They support George. I know. By the way, never did I be you a liar. Never did. I heard that Amber was lying about that. Amber and Ann, they both lie the same. Same shit. They're both liars. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Where am I? Okay. Look at this. And I'm at 811. 811. And even if you knock it down, I don't care. The thing is that you're hated in this community. And you're just jealous that people don't hate me the way they hate you.
Maria, again, this word jealous. I don't need the validation as much as you because I'm loved in my real life. There's a difference. I'm not here because I've got nothing else. I mean, you've got your husband, but that's where it begins and ends. You've got nothing else, nobody else. You've not got one fucking real life friend. Not one. Not one. Has anybody ever heard Maria talk about her friends, her friend, even one? No, because there isn't one. There isn't.
How cocky she was up there reading she was mocking the letter, reading it like if she was doing a play or something. And it made her look like an idiot, or like the idiot that she is for reading that letter like that. Nobody gives a shit. We're still gonna be in Jules' chat. Whatever. You prove no.
So why were you listening? If you didn't give a damn and whatever, you obviously I got under your skin, Maria, but don't watch me. It's simple. It's that easy. Can you imagine?
Nothing because not one of her followers even paid attention to your shit. Because you make no sense between the way you talk.
There's the xenophobia. There's the xenophobia. Maria, if you listen to yourself.
Nobody gives a shit. Jules didn't lose one person, not one person. But
I don't want Jules to lose people. I wanted people to waken up and know the truth. Because Jules was calling me a liar.
You showed everybody the idiot that you are for doing that. Just like you did when you, thank you, Lori. Just like you did when you went to court to find out about Geneva.
But you loved it that day, Maria. And you thought it was wonderful.
It backfired on you. Even if you would have gotten in.
How did it backfire on me? Sorry, how it backfired on me? How?
And played it, it still backfired on you because it showed people that the person who's going real life on others is you, Ann.
No. I don't go real life on others, Maria. I was calling out her bullshit. I went public with it. I wasn't going to hide it. I was giving her a taste of her own medicine. There is a fucking difference.
That's why, remember, I'm always going to remind everybody 1,000,000 times. Remember when Ann would say, Maria's done a lot of shit behind the scenes. She's doing so much behind the scenes. And I'm like, what? Can you just name something? Can you show proof?
Oh, this bit made me laugh. Can you just name something? Can you just show proof? You've just threatened to go after Kendra's job. You've just doxed all E11's information. You've just, how many people were threatened in this live? That's the proof. You're giving the proof every time you speak about all the information you've got in people, Maria.
Can you show anything that I'm doing behind the scenes? Behind and anything. And then she would be like, yeah, tell them about the JJ link and tell them about the JJ link and tell them. And I'm like, I know sometimes I can forget shit, but for the life of me, I can't remember that. I can't remember. And I looked.
When was I saying tell them about the JJ link? And then it says here, Momo dropped JJ's address in the group chat. That's been shown by many. Thank you. Thank you.
The whole thing and nothing. And thank God that Jane looked through her shit and said it wasn't even with you, it was with Ann.
Yeah, I forwarded her the LinkedIn picture, one picture I forwarded to Jendi. And I did feel bad and I did apologise about it in the conversation. And then JJ made this big scene about how Jendi tried to contact her through 3 people. Well, I did apologise and my apology was sincere. But then you are a fucking asshole on drink who can't control yourself and you just threw all that out the window.
It was with Ann and Jane conversation, nothing to do with me. And she was like,
no, you dropped the whole fucking docs and you dropped all of her information in the group chat, Maria. Let's not lie now. Nothing to do with me. Can we look at this? Hi, Minnie. She's actually writing here. It's got nothing to do with me.
saying that I was doing shit behind the scenes. And then
You've always done shit behind the scenes. You still are. Look at all your shit with Lida. Look at all that. Look how seedy that is, what you did. You didn't want to be involved with the police, but you gave that information to paging Mr. Yates, who gave it to Geneva to we're talking about a deceased fucking baby, but what you were really trying to do was get a story out of it. You contacted Mary and you were giving it all to, is it Mary? What's that woman's name? That is Mary, isn't it? You were trying to kiki and kibitz. You were trying to make a story out of it. You're seedy as fuck.
That same conversation, she asked, what is AJ's husband? Do you know what he does for a living? Why? Why do you care? Why would you care what her husband does for a living? Why would you care who anybody does for a living? To find jewels there. Yeah, done more than someone in the US to find. That's how
I never asked where her husband was. I said, what about her husband is what I actually wrote.
miserable she is. How unhappy you have to be to go back to 2019 for somebody because you don't like them. Not even when Geneva read the court thing or found the court thing on me, did I say I'm gonna go find what I can find for court. Anything that has to do with court for her.
Ha! Because there wasn't anything for court for her. Maria, you wrote a whole fucking statement in February 2025, less than a year after this live, 2025, about everything Geneva's done to you for the police. If PMR ever makes an appearance or anybody talks to PMR or anybody has got a copy of that statement and she's okay with me showing it, can you please ask her, because you wrote one hell of a statement about Geneva last year.
Because I don't care. That's all they do
But you do care. But you do.
is dig. And I'll say it again. All those lies.
All they do is dig. You're with the digger. Jendy's a digger. I don't know if she still does. Geneva's a digger.
Because everything that I had on that channel, I downloaded. I have it. All the videos are saved. So when I go back and look, maybe one day I'll play I'll find a good one and play it so you see.
I don't believe that. I don't believe everything is downloaded, Maria. I don't believe that.
When we started that channel, Anne did her homework. Anne told the stories. Anne did whatever she pulled out. Okay, we're gonna go after Sophie. We're gonna write. She write this.
Right. This made me laugh. So the reason Sophie retaliated to us, Maria, is in her own words, is you had been going after her, doing lies about her, which was not true, for a year. Now, did you talk shit about her in lives? Yes, you did. I didn't. I had nothing against her. I had no beef with her. But when she then started replaying our lives and going after us, that's when I became invested. The other thing is, I don't have Facebook. So all the photographs came from you. From you. So this part she's going to say, I set it all up, and she just sat there innocently. I'm not the one that said her husband looked inbred or a fucking hillbilly, whatever you called him, and then she came back at you. That wasn't me. That was you. You said plenty that had nothing to do with me. I said plenty for myself, but I'm not going to sit and blame it all on you. But Sophie knows. Sophie knows.
Her husband, I got this on her, and I sat there like the idiot next to her.
Well, listen to her. I get this on her, and I get, you are a fucking liar.
Pulled nothing. Didn't even know how to put something up on screen. And I was,
No, you pulled lots of things. You pulled lots of things.
and sometimes when she would post a picture, I'm like, Anne, knock it down a bit, because you can get the live taken down for a privacy strike. And she's like, I don't give a fuck. Let them do whatever they want. And she wants to turn it around like if I was, she's a big trigger, I can tell. Good. She wants to turn it around like if I was this horrible person. And she's the one who was up there saying, I don't care if Sophie strikes me or not.
I did say that. I didn't care if I get struck. But that was all you were worried about.
And she would talk about information on her husband, like she got it from where? Where did she get it?
Do you want to go there? Do you want to start bringing in other people? Do you really, really want to, Maria? Let's keep throwing your friends under the bus.
She would spend her days looking this shit up. And
You are a fucking liar. How the fuck would I find out about Sophie? How the fuck would I find out about Sophie? You are such a liar. She would spend her days looking this up. Maria, you're online 24/7, not me.
that's a life that she wanted. And then she turns around and say, oh, the only thing that I'm guilty of is when I was pissed off and they didn't want me to come on here like I did now and go crazy. But speaking is not going crazy. It was only when they wanted me to go up was I allowed to go up there. And Anne wanted me to ask permission. A grown ass
See the lies. I can't do her lies.
adult. When I can click a live to go on. Never heard such stupidity in my life.
No. Maria used to come to me, can you set me up alive? Can you set me? She was too lazy to work it out for herself. Too lazy. And I always set up lives for her, but I always knew she was going live because she would ask me to set it up, and that was fine. Then I said to her, look, let me show you how to set it up. So I showed her how to set it up. See, from then on, Maria didn't even give me the consideration. I would be awake, not going to my bed, and people would be like, you going live with Maria? Maria wouldn't even tell me she was going live. And I was sitting in the house waiting. That was the only complaint. We were supposed to be a team. Like, tell me you're going live, like I might come with you.
Oh, and Miss Liability is Amanda. She gave herself up just now when I said that. And thank you for the screenshot for her, so I can have that. You guys are the idiots who are blinded by the stupidity that Amanda's playing you all. You all hated Amanda.
Oh my God. No, you are the idiot. Because she wasn't talking about your arrow with her. She was talking about the arrow with John. You're an idiot.
But you're covering up for Miss Liability.
Wow.
Hey, Mayday, George now says that you're Amanda and that you're Geneva. This is how crazy these people are.
How? Well, hold on. So how is that crazy? How is it crazy that George is calling her Geneva, but you can call Miss Liability Amanda? So that's crazy. That's crazy.
This is how crazy these people are. And look at Jen, how do you know that account threatens me?
And do you see how the hypocrisy is fucking mind-blowing?
Oh no, Jen. That account threatens her. And then George is like, yeah, it's Geneva. And Jen's like, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Also, I'm confused. Do they want a trafficker in jail, or do they want to crucify that person who helped lock him up if he's a bad guy for winning? Yeah, they can't make up their mind. They just can't make up their mind. Mayday is Missy Tessa. There you go. Anne and Amber both like to cheat on their husbands. And Dreamsicle too.
Well, obviously, so does Jendi.
Because they are sure fast to defend them and say, hey, you know, it wasn't a marriage. It wasn't a marriage. They're just together for convenience. Isn't that what a guy tells a woman? When you meet a guy and he's married and he wants to...
How do you know, Maria? Because you know, Maria, you responded to an old message that George posted by saying, oh, that was a woman that got kicked out the group chat. But I've seen other messages. And what about the minor guy that was telling you how wonderful you were, and you were responding very flirty? Oh, now you're making me blush with the little blushing face and all that. Like, these were kids, Maria. Why you talk to all these kids for the other side of the world? I don't get it. Why were you telling these guys that you could get them K1 visas? Why? Weird as fuck.
Really date you because you're single? What's the first thing they do? Yeah, now you're Geneva. The first thing they do? No, we're married, but we're separated. We're not in love. We really haven't been together for 6 months, a year. You know, I'm working.
No, me and my husband hadn't been together for years. You just didn't know that.
Yeah, there's no relationship there, so it's not like cheating. So, don't you see that all the time in the movies? Or when somebody gets caught, isn't that the same shit? Or am I like not saying it right? Yeah, Geneva's white. I know you're black, and Geneva's white.
How do you know? I know you're black, she said. How do you know? Because she told you? Because she's got a disease that white people can't have? Interesting that.
But George is never wrong.
But you're never wrong. So according to you, Miss Liability is Amanda, even though that's wrong, and you're saying it's crazy for him to make that assumption about Mayday?
A reason to be a cheater. That's a reason to be a cheater. That's it. They make an excuse for everything. Now Geneva's black. Unbelievable. Hold on. Let me.
No, but I think it's very plausible that Geneva is pretending to be a black woman, trying to basically protect, because she tried to call somebody out for something, might have been Brooke, and then that goes with a narrative. Because Geneva has got no qualms about coming into people's lives under a million different names and running her fucking mouth because she's mentally ill.
Let them go on with it more. Hold on. You're right, George. Mayday is Geneva, so I'm giving her a wrench. Because she is Geneva. You're right, you got it. You're so right. What can we do? George discovered the truth. Sorry, but you have to rock my tonight.
Yep.
Hold on.
Should I try it? We'll
My wife
up.
That's too funny. Hold on, somebody's sending me a
Oh,
message.
sorry, Raven.
Be right back. Fuck off, Tracy. Fuck off.
Listen to her. Exactly, Kirsten. Yep, E11. She lied to everybody about how we walked away.
Hold on, this is gold.
But then don't forget, Jules said that we threw her
I
away
think
like a
so.
log or
I think you're right.
something. Because that's what she believed. But they've not got a clue. Maria's one fucking shady bitch. Friend to no one. I think there's something
Give me 1 second. I'm just getting some hot tea.
wrong there. Like she's in other people's chats, like reading and I know Raven.
To the person who sent me that, yeah, I think you got that right. I think you got it right, and thank you for that.
Look, listen to her.
George wants to
Then
be
you
a,
got that right, and thank you for that. And she's thanking people for sending her information, but she doesn't do the shit behind the scenes. She did that with all of us, but she would talk to them, make that make sense.
Heather. George wants to be a Heather. Oh, George will always be a George, not a Heather. Well, heck me, I'm gonna be some prefer Halle Berry. I feel so bad for Ballcat. Kendra's nasty. She is beyond nasty. Do you see how she talked to Ballcat? And then she was screaming like, "You don't even work. People retire. Ballcat is already a retirement age. Like, are you kidding me? Kendra literally worked for what, a month, and she's screaming at people like that, and then saying, you know, they support this. This is the type of people that they support. She curses people out and calls them the CUNT
So does JJ.
over and over again, and says the most
I don't know if she calls them the CUNT. JJ runs her mouth all the time. Call her out.
horrible, horrendous shit, and they're okay with that because this is who they are.
So do you. You say the worst shit to people, Maria.
This is who exactly they are. Nobody in real life would talk to me like that. Why would I let somebody on YouTube talk to me that way? And why would I be okay with somebody on YouTube talking to me that way? Or be okay with somebody who I consider a friend, Ballcat.
Maria, you would get the shit beat out of you if you tried to act in the streets the way you act online. People would rip your fucking throat out if you tried to taunt them about their family members, their deceased family members, the way you do online. Remember that. Remember that. See if you wouldn't do it, if you wouldn't have the balls to do it to somebody's face, don't do it because you're online.
Talking to Ballcat that way. Or Jay Today. Kudos to Jay Today. Kendra, maybe if you watched your mouth, you wouldn't get doxxed the way you got doxxed. You don't talk to people the way you talk to Jay Today and expect her not to do anything. Screenshot this. She's threatening to dox me for no reason. I haven't spoken on her family or called her out. Everyone in chat, you will be next. Because I said name. I said Alphabet of Sweets. If you click on any channel she has on YouTube,
why is she doxing Sweets?
And she's like, "Hi, and I'm cooking Puerto Rican food."
That's on her channel. But what you're trying to do then is you're trying to get people to go over then or just find out her name and they're going to start looking up. It's different if people are actually going to her channel to watch what she's doing and watch her content. You're just trying to dox her to be an asshole. There's a difference.
Do you guys consider that a dox?
Yes.
If she says her name when she's on a channel, when she's on her cooking channel?
But they don't know that, Maria. So yeah, it's a fucking dox.
These people don't know what a dox is. Hey, Janae Run Mayday. I can't even get a tan. Oh no, now you're double devising Janae Run Mayday. It's absolutely not a dox. It's the weirdest shit. It's like, are you kidding? You literally go on your channel and say.
But they're not going to her channel, Maria. You're just trying to dox her to be an asshole.
How is that a dox? I'm telling you, these people are just dying to be victims. They so badly want to be victims. And nobody is they're all the same. It's like you run into this Hills Have Eyes section of YouTube. What the fuck is going on?
The Hills Have Eyes section of YouTube, Maria, I'm sorry, but you need to stop. You really need to stop. You're fucking delusional. You're going to end up 5150'd. Because I don't know what you see, but we're not seeing what you're saying.
You work for into social media with your language. Good luck with that one.
Yes, that's the difference between a dox. A dox is if you're repeating somebody's name online with malicious intent. Your intent is malicious. You're exactly right, Cooch.
Her name is actually written on her videos. It blows me away. Be careful, you guys are next. Oh my god, like Nurse Jen, so I'm gonna call her Jen. It's like, are you kidding? In her videos, all she introduces herself. She even introduces her husband in there. Wasn't Elderly 11 done with the drama? No.
And you introduce yours, but nobody else is to say his name. And you introduce yours, you talk about him all the fucking time, and then cry like a little baby when somebody else mentions his name. Jen mentions his name. You post shit about her fucking husband every day. Every day. But because she mentions your husband, you go doxing her deceased mum, posting her pics. I'll tell you something, Maria. I don't think this is what worries me. You've got the cheek sometimes to say to pray for people and stuff. You're going to hell for that bitch.
Elderly 11 is as done with the drama as Anne is, as George is. None of them are done with it. Amanda is Miss Liability, if you need to know, sweet.
And do you know what? Amanda hadn't been here for a long time. Hadn't been here for a long time. I'll get tired. Hadn't been here for a long time, and you've got this fucking asshole doxing her kid, talking shit about her family, just telling fucking lies and stories and dragging all this shit up when she hadn't even been here. Amanda hadn't even come back yet. And this fucking maniac is all over it.
Beyond. Amanda is Miss Liability. And the funny thing is that Amanda makes fun of everybody's looks and then gets pissed off and I post that picture.
Do you see that? Do you see that? George is calling Mayday Geneva. It's crazy. She's still calling Miss Liability Amanda.
Her with one tooth. It's like, why would you make fun? Why is it need to make fun of someone's looks when you look like that? Why? Because you're behind an avatar? My name is Megan.
Are you really making fun of somebody else's teeth, Maria? Because your teeth aren't looking that pretty, to be quite frank.
Live everywhere and anywhere. George has all the good info, and he's always going to show proof, and nothing comes out of it. I'll say it again. He's always lied about everything, and I have that proof to prove. When he said when he went on there, Baby J is a butterface. When he went on his live and he said that I posted that RO on Reddit, and I'm watching him, and he has the proof, and he's going to send it. I'm watching him. As I'm watching him, I have the proof in my hand already that it wasn't me, because I would never post it on Reddit, and I already had the proof that it was who it was, and he's still saying he's got the proof. And then they're writing in the chat saying, why would she do that? She can get arrested for that. I would never risk my freedom by posting something on Reddit when I have the proof that he was aware of it and said leave it up. This shit is real. It's like a game to them. And I said, no, enough with this shit. Enough with the lies. They want to run with their own thing and think they can get away with everything by lying. Hold on.
Exactly, sweet. Your daughter will torch shelf for you.
Amanda, you must save a lot of money on that one tooth for your dentist, huh?
Maria, your teeth need fucking dentists, all right?
I bet you it's probably free because he feels bad for you if you still have it. Just hanging there like that.
Wow. Wow.
Then you have one tooth is not right. We've seen that picture, Amanda. And her mother's just as batshit crazy. But we don't have ROs on each other, so I can show you guys what the judge said. And I can show you the RO where she wrote all this crazy shit. I mean, the things that, when you write an RO out, the stuff that you write, just like George wrote, all those lies that he wrote, that I was in connection with Roadhog, when I didn't even talk to him, and that I gave Roadhog his information without proof or anything. The shit that Amanda was writing there, it was beyond crazy. It was beyond crazy. Saying that me and Anne were talking about, I don't know how Anne even talks to her, honestly, saying about that we were talking about Starfish and her son and some sexual shit, and none of that. Anne said none of that happened. There's not one live of ours that had anything to do.
The chocolate starfish was nothing to do with us. The sexual thing about her son, I don't really remember what you're talking about. I'd need to say that, to be honest with you. I don't know what she's talking about.
With Amanda's son or anything. And that's what she wrote in court. And when in reality, Amanda was doing all those nasty videos at midnight herself. Remember, she had D up there. Hold on a second.
There was a lot of people up with Amanda, not just D.
Give me a minute, because I'm going to have to do another little bit of dragging here. Does the chicken lady ever put her makeup on? I don't think so. And now my docs is my name is Mayday. Cree, I only said because Ken Rat really thought she was something else. Oh, let me go get the link for Day Today for those who didn't get to see it.
I hope Amanda files on her. I hope Amanda files.
Next time, treat her like a decent human being. We treat somebody else. You don't have to like somebody to not curse them out and be mean to them. It's not hard to be the good person and not have to curse people out like a teenager, and you're a mother and you curse other women out that way. And these are the people that they're okay with. They're okay with you just cursing people out. They're okay with George doxing all these people and threatening them. But no, that's it. Hold on. Mayday. Give me 1 minute. I'm being. So now all you white family members need to come move to the country and get over with me. Where's Geneva? Did she leave Maria? I don't understand, Kendra. That cracked me up. She's threatening my job, and I'm looking at, like, where? Where am I threatening your job? Where exactly?
You threatened your job twice at the beginning of your life.
Well, you better stop pretending you're a good mom. We know your stories. We know your stories, Walt. I decided that.
Hear that?
Hold on.
Stop pretending you're a good mum. We know your story, Vault. What a piece of shit you are. Because I know Vault has not said anything to deserve that comment. You're just a fucking low-life piece of shit, Maria. Because I'll tell you something, Vault is a fucking amazing mother. Amazing mother. Her child, again, would walk over hot coals for her. He would scorch earth for her. Can you say the same? Can you honestly say the same? I know 100% my daughters would for me. They would do anything for me.
Maria, don't you understand? Kendra has the herpes. That's her problem. That sounds like a her problem. You're still live. Yeah, I am. I'm here bothering. I'm triggering the hell out of you. Look, 11. You have this filter on that your whole face is just blurred. Take the filter off before you call somebody a Momo. Take that filter off. Go ahead. I'll wait for you to take it off. Take the filter off so we can see you.
She's really quite horrible about you here. Okay.
She has so much filter that her nose blurs into her cheekbones. Amanda, you're the one who the judge said you needed a 5150, or you needed to see a mental health specialist. That's exactly what the judge said. Remember? Now she turned the camera off. Remember that, Amanda? And your mom said, but you recently had one. Who has gone through mental health evaluations? And then the mom went there and said, but she just had one this year. It's like you do a breast exam or a yearly breast exam. She has a yearly mental health evaluation exam.
Maria, I've
never heard of that shit before.
The thing is, a lot of people do, if they've seen therapists or psychologists, they do have evaluations. They can have their their medicines reviewed and stuff. You need medication. You need to be you need an evaluation, Maria. So I don't know why you're mocking that.
Because when Amanda's mom said she already had one a few months ago, I'm like, what?
Exactly what?
I wanted to say something, but I couldn't. Of course, we were in court, and I was like, what for? That's weird. And then she said, and the judge said, okay, I'm asking her to have another one now. And then she said, okay, no problem. And she said she was going to do it. But it would be weird that the mom said, no, she just recently had one. That's because she's got a lot of issues.
Yeah, Jamie is an amazing mum.
Hold on a second.
But don't forget, that was the first go-to with Maria to dox Jamie's disabled son. The one that relies on her 24/7. That was Maria's first go-to. That's how low this bitch goes. Imagine being 63 and not being able to control yourself.
Vault, you know what? You want to talk about my job? I'm going to talk about your job. How about that, Vault? Because I know where you work. See, this is what they say. These are the people who said that they don't go real life. You want to talk about my job? I've got your information too, Vault. Is that okay with you? Because you're not supposed to be talking about anybody's job, right? You guys are so much better than that. And look at Rainbow says, didn't she just talk about my job? You literally said you're a preschool teacher, dumbass. Hold on, I'm going to take a picture of Vault so I can use it as my thumbnail when I talk about Vault's job. Hold on. I'm going to use their comments as my thumbnails. I'm going to give each of them the amount of time that they want. That's a good idea. Here you go. George doesn't even work. He's a leech off his mom. George thrives on dragging women and trying to scare women because he has no life and he hates women so much.
Listen, all George threatened you with, Maria, was legal. So I don't know why you came out with shit like that.
What the heck did you?
She spent this whole life threatening everyone.
You mentioned her parenting. Hold on. Fuck you, Walt.
Somebody just said, when the hell did you just mention her parenting? She's just fucking done it. She's just done it. She just said, we know about your mothering fault. We all know your story. She's just done it.
Yeah, well, worry more about your son than where I work. How about that?
There we go again. Worry more about your son than where I work. How about that? You don't need to tell her to worry about her son. Nobody will ever take care of a kid better than she takes care of her son. You don't ever have to worry about that.
Amanda, what happened in your childhood? Why did you ruin your son's childhood? Because of you.
Again, talking about somebody else's child, somebody else's life, family, that's okay.
And did you know that? Oh, here's another one. Oh, thank you. Oh, hey, I was like, who is that?
I'm glad you're having a lovely time, Amanda.
Oh, cool. I've got to do some crocheting this weekend. I've got to catch up. But did you know that one time, it is the stupidest little shit of life were going on. She had posted on, Amanda was attacking me like she did all the time. And she posted on her community tab that she that she doxed. Wait a minute, what the fuck? Well, I'm not even talking about Tracy. You just said I doxed Tracy. She posted on her community tab that she had made some desserts, brownies or cookies or some shit like that for her son's school, and posted a picture of it and said that she had a good time making it with her mom and her sister, right? And then somebody who's following her on Facebook, they must be watching another live. Somebody following on Facebook or something saw the same picture. That it was her sister's picture, so they sent it to me. So then
You mean, Maria, you went stalking through our family's Facebooks? They sent it to me. My ass.
and she went on her sister's Facebook. Her sister had made baking some cookies or some shit, and Amanda took that picture and pretended like it was hers. And
How do you not know that they weren't doing it together? How do you not know that her and her sister were baking together with the kids? How do you not know that, Maria?
said that she had made it for her son's school.
Yeah, she might have done.
Can you imagine? Said that she had the same exact picture, same table, same everything. It was from her sister's Facebook, and she was putting it off as her own.
But how do you know they weren't doing it together?
Called Tracy for help. And no, Clint says that Tracy reached out to him for help, that she would help him. Why is Tracy reaching out to Clint? Why would Tracy reach out to Clint? Because he didn't even contact her. She contacted him, that she lived nearby and she could help him get a restraining order against Jen. And now they're friends. Go figure. I wouldn't help Clint get a restraining order on Jen. And I don't even like Jen. That Tracy not only helped him fill it out, she held his hand and took him to the courthouse. And now they're like, it's all good. We're good. Yeah, don't worry, we're good today. But the people who don't know, who haven't done shit to her, because I haven't gone real life on her, I didn't contact her children, I have not talked to any of them, actually. The only
Maria, I don't know why Dreamsicle's name's on your live. I don't think Dreamsicle's even mentioned you. But if you fucking mention her, expect the police. I'll tell you that right now. You mention Dreamsicle, expect the police.
time I messaged Alice was when she decided to give that information to that those men.
There, the only time I messaged Alice.
That was it. And now she's okay with Tracy, and she's okay with she was okay with Andy, the two people who wanted her man. And then it's all okay. This is the worst community. It's so messed up.
Listen,
So if you want Jen's man, she'll be your best friend. But you gotta try going after Clinton. That's a hard pill to swallow. Like that dollar that he sent to Jules, that was Jen doing it on his phone. That was it. That was it. And then you have Volt, who thinks she's like the moral authority of shit, driving by Jules' house, threatening. And
why? She never drove past Jules' house threatening anything. She drove past Jules' house playing music, videoed it because of what Jules did to Cooch, trying to send men past her house. And she posted it. She'd be more taunting her. And she posted it on YouTube. There was no sneakiness. There was nothing else. She was just letting Jules know how easy that was, Maria. That was it. There was no threat.
with her son in the car, Mother of the Year award, with her son in the car, driving by Jules' house, and then posting it because she's a Billy badass.
Oh, whose house is that? Oh, I didn't know this. I did not know this. Gosh, her Section 8 housing, they look quite nice.
Posting on her community tab, on her shorts, that she was driving through Jules. What were you gonna do? What can you have done besides drive through there? Who takes time out of their day to drive by, go out of their way? She said it was for work. You still have to find her address and go out of, I'm sure you don't work in the same block that Jules lives. Stop pretending you like Lindsay. Yeah, you stop pretending you know everything, Vault. Lindsay has my phone number, which is more than I gave about from you.
Yeah. And what else have you said about Lindsay? And then that was the other thing. After she got called out for what she said to Lindsay, she then contacted Brooke again and asked Brooke to lie again. And even so then, when Brooke was on the panel and Lindsay started trying to call Brooke out, you said this, and Brooke was like, Maria, help me out here. Because Brooke wasn't going to fucking make herself a liar because Maria's a liar. Maria, you said that girl stunk. You said horrible things about her. Horrible things.
So shut up. So she took time out of her day to do that. Hold on. I'm not understanding what, I'm not listening to 11, but Pet My Rock went in there already starting shit, making stuff up. Lack is a therapist, is the therapist patient. She's a patient, not the therapist. They are supporting you. What am I supporting, Vault? Oh, Tracy, you're not happily married to an amazing man of 36 years, or you would have held Clint by the hand and told him how to get a restraining order on his girlfriend. And then hold on, let me tell my husband I'm going to go to court with this man from YouTube.
Why not?
And I'm just going to go to court to help him get a restraining.
Do you tell your husband about all the men you speak to online? Do you tell your husband about that? Where was your husband when you went into Mohammed's apartment? Is that why that he doesn't let you now go and meet women alone? Because when you went to meet Lauren Marie, you took your husband. When you went to meet Muzz, Lindsay, and Sam Marks, you took your husband. So why didn't you take him when you met Mohammed in an apartment where you were there alone with your new dress on? Like, why? I just want to know why.
Order. How many of your husbands would be okay with that? Because my husband would be like, don't get involved. How many of your husbands would be okay with that?
I didn't even know that was coming.
And how many of you would even get involved to help somebody from YouTube to get a restraining order against his girlfriend?
Do you know what's funny, Maria?
You must have some.
I heard something today that really, really made me laugh. And it was you admitting to telling. Does everybody remember when Danielle Mohammed phoned the police on Danielle because she was using his credit? Do you know that was Maria that put him up to that? That was Maria. Why did you get involved in their marriage, Maria? Even though they were separated, why did you involve yourself in their situation that had nothing to do with you? Why? Why do you get so involved? Why? And now here you're saying that Tracy, who was trying to protect herself at that point and her family, because the threats were getting made to her by Jen. It wasn't about her holding Clint's hand. You're just lying about all of this. You're just lying.
Boring life if you had the time to do that, Tracy.
No, she was protecting herself. Because there was a lot of accusations getting made, a lot of threats getting made, and her sister-in-law's got the same name as her. I've not spoke to Tracy about this in a long time, and I remember. And Tracy had to go to court and make sure, like, they were okay. And what's that got to do with you? You went to court how many times for hurt feelings on YouTube? How many times?
Oh, well, I don't give a shit what you do. Honestly. Jealous of what, Tracy? That you went with Clint? Going there, you think that's anybody's jealous of that? My husband would be like, no, mind your own business. These are people who are more involved in just not only about
business,
YouTube.
because you cannot mind your own business. You're in everybody's business. Why are you talking about my marriage?
Well, getting involved the way they do. Maria supported Cree possibly calling the police on George. I still support Cree calling the police on George. I support anybody who calls the police on.
So she supported Cree calling the police on George because George wrote a community post, but she made how many threats in this live and directed threats, and there was people in her chat making threats to Dreamy and her family, and we went to phone the police to her. Okay.
Somebody who's harassing him and doxing him like George is. Absolutely.
That's what you were doing all the way through your life.
100%. And I never said I called the police on Amber. I said I made a report on George. And it wasn't the police, it was the FBI, IC3 report. Because if he wants to say that he was porn bombing and he admitted to it, I sent it just like I sent one on Ann now. Because what they're doing is illegal. And everybody should be reporting everything that's done illegally.
Like you. Do you know doxing's illegal, Maria? Do you actually know that?
Absolutely.
Do you know what else is illegal, Maria? Recording people. And you do it to everyone. And you drop it in chats and you share it with people in DMs. You do it to everyone. You record them.
Go ahead and do the Miami Police Department saying it's not doxing. That's a real name. That's the biggest we stunt. The thing is that these people like to harass you and they want you to stay quiet. They want to intimidate people into being quiet and accepting what they do to you. And they don't like when they're being told, no, this is not okay. It's not okay for you to be talking about my grandchildren in your chat. And then I come on here and say, if you do it to mine, I'll do it to yours. And then I'm the bad.
But then you did. But no, she never mentioned yours. E11 never mentioned yours. You have doxed everyone. You've doxed a minor child in this life. You're psychotic.
Person. It's not okay to do that. And she can't control what Rainbow does, but she can. I've seen it many times. I've seen Sophie even say, hey, I know, but don't, we're not talking about that here. And please, I'm just going to delete the comment. And I've seen Jules do that too.
Yeah, but you've just said with Lisa Marie, oh, that's Lisa Marie, that's not on me. But it was in your chat and in your comments, so it is on you.
And they delete the comment, and that would have been the end of the story. That would have been the end of the story. But it's not the first time that it happens in the 11th chat. Tracy M recorded a police station, something about Jen. Tracy's done a lot of shit. Tracy's the one who had another account in my, 2 accounts in my my IG. One was hers, and then she was using a picture of an older woman, and she said it was a troll account. So both of them followed me. Why would you have 2 accounts following unless you're not doing bad shit? Oh, hold on a second. You know what, Amanda? I'm going to post what the judge said. I'm going to get the transcript too. And I'm going to show everybody what the judge said about you. How about that? And I still have all the ROs and everything on my email.
Exactly, Pippi, exactly.
Hold on. How did that?
Remember, Maria said that when
Give me a second.
you get the list from Geneva, and I deleted that list. I didn't want that list. So why is Deadly now saying that Maria passed him Pippi's information? But Maria doesn't do things behind the scenes, guys. Nope, not Maria.
Hey, sorry, is your husband still screaming at you? That was so embarrassing. Shut up, the girl's lying. Oops, she went offline. Can you imagine going to
That's not what her husband said to Maria. Why do you lie so much?
visit friends and she was online on live and her husband came and screamed at her? Like, you're supposed to be visiting friends, not on YouTube. On a panel, not even in chat. On a panel. On panel. How embarrassing. They have a great relationship. Great relationship. Hold on, let me see if I can, if the screenshot is on this phone or is it on the phone that I had? Hold on, because I want to see it. Let me check real quick. Nope, it's on the phone that I'm live, but I'll post it right after. So next time you think twice. All this is because of you, Rainbow. Maybe I'm in Florida, Maria. How would you know? I don't give a fuck if you're in Florida, Rainbow. You're still a piece of shit. Why would I care if you're in Florida or not? Honestly, what does that even matter if she's in Florida? She's still garbage. Star deleted her Mims channel. She sure did because she got jealous of Mims. Because Mims had more popularity than Star. People are hating on Star.
That was another pure lie. Star deleted the channel because Mims was going live to talk shit on Siwa, who was Star's close friend, and Star was like, I am done with this, and deleted the channel. But Maria, listen to what you're saying here. You're basically saying that Star was wrong for deleting it because Mims was more popular, but you're just saying that because of what happened to yours.
That's what happened. And then and A11 before you make fun of other people calling them names, look in the mirror because you do that. You know, you do that filter thing because you got something going on with your face, either some type of accident or something, and you hide that from people. So maybe that would have humbled you not to be the bitch that you are online.
E11 goes live all the time and shows her face. So I don't know what you're talking about humbling her. I don't know what you're talking about humbling her. If you feel inferior to E11, Maria, that's on you. Again, Pippi, I know you haven't, and I think that is absolutely shocking that she's done that to you. Absolutely shocking. But again, Maria doesn't do things behind the scenes.
She's in Florida. She's still garbage. Star deleted her Mims channel. She sure did because he got jealous of Mims. Because Mims had more popularity than Star. People were hating on Star. That's what happened.
Why? That's
And then
nice.
and A11 before you make fun of other people calling them names, look in the mirror because you do that. You know, you do that filter thing because you got something going on with your face. Either some type of accident or something, and you hide that from people. So maybe that would have humbled you not to be the bitch that you are online.
He wasn't even saying anything bad about you, Maria. Do you know that? She doesn't drag you the way I drag you. For you to share private information for something that happened to her and do this, it just shows what a horrible fucking piece of shit you are. And you know what, Maria? You don't need to be hiding anything, but your face is fucking ugly. Okay? It's just fucking ugly. You are one ugly fucking woman.
Listen to Zeus. Maria was given a lifetime RO against Amanda. Zeus, can you count? Do you know the difference between 1 year and lifetime? Do you know that difference, Zeus? A lifetime. Can you imagine? How are you, big hair? I'm just here about triggering the crazy chicken lady. Oh no, Vault, you're wrong. Saying I mentioned Ease first. It was in her chat. She's responsible for her chat. All I said was that
you weren't responsible for Lisa Marie threatening Dreamy, putting knives up and threatening to phone her kid's father in your chat. Make that make sense, Maria?
if she doesn't want for me to mention her family, don't let them mention mine. And then she went and read my community tab and kept going. That's when I went live. Maria has another RO coming her way. By you, Amanda? By you? Try it. Try it, Amanda. I would love for you to try it.
So this is her responding to Miss Liability now.
Yeah, her middle name. Remember, she was saying that I doxed her daughter, and that never happened. She never showed proof that I had doxed her daughter.
She never said you doxed her daughter. What you did, you posted really private information that you knew that E11 had shared about her daughter. You put a community post up and then deleted it very quickly. So that she never said you doxed her daughter, Maria. So stop trying to twist things.
Because she made a mistake and she couldn't say, oh no, she didn't dox my daughter. She ran with it just like Habanero did when she said that I doxed her daughter, and it was It was a picture from the internet.
Plenty docs
It was
up
not
there.
nobody's daughter. And I had said she ran with it, that was her daughter, and it was really just her. To this day, I don't know her daughter's name. I don't care to know her daughter's name. My problem is with her.
But the thing is, Maria, when you were passing that photograph about and posted that photograph, you did think it was Habanero's daughter. So your intention was there to dox her child. To dox her child. Has she posted your kids? No. So why was that your go-to to try and bring Habanero down, post her daughter? You found out afterwards, Maria, it was a stock photo.
But she sure did run with it. Had like a 3-hour line lying to people about it. Bunch of assholes. Hey, Louisiana, I'm sorry if I didn't say hi. I was just trying to catch up on their shit because I have to record it. Do what you have to do. You don't know how to respect people.
Neither do you.
I got enough.
You know what you've not got, Maria, or you shouldn't have? Self-respect.
I still don't need a hold. Does anybody know if Jules is going live later today? Look at my rock. This reminds me of John's old meltdowns. He's now the calm one. Let that sink in. All right, Pet my rock. Yeah, I'm so glad that you're not in my DMs anymore crying about how Generva's picking on you and how Generva's doing this and Generva's doing that, and it was all lies.
But was it lies, Maria? Was it? Because I've seen proof. So it definitely wasn't lies. In fact, you have also seen proof, so much so that you wrote a huge statement all about what Genevra's done to you and about Genevra contacting your daughter and Genevra doing this and that. This is why I know you don't give a shit about people in your real life.
You don't know how much this PMR lied to me about Generva doing shit to her.
No, it wasn't a lie. That's the thing. It wasn't. And you know it wasn't a lie. That's the thing.
She even had me believing that there was a picture of inside PMR's car, and
Yeah.
she said that Generva took it. And I'm like,
She did take it. She did take it. It was during a phone call, Maria, a video call. Genevra took the screenshot. That's how she got the inside of the roof of PMR's car, Maria. It's not that hard to get your head round. It's actually really, really simple. She took a screenshot. See the way PMR took the screenshot with the picture of Genevra scratching the side of her nose? Like that. She did that.
I'm not even in the same state. How did this shit happen? She's like, she's got people everywhere. Everywhere, I tell you.
She never said that. She's got people everywhere. Everywhere, I tell you. What a liar you are. You just lie and lie.
That picture was
lie.
not, I never took it. I never gave it to nobody. Genevra took it.
She didn't. Genevra did take it. She took it from a video call, Maria.
And I was like freaking out that should I like break my phone and throw it in the away because I'm so scared of Generva.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Maria. You're just a liar.
I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Listen to the lies she tells.
Oh, shut up, Brooke. Shut the fuck up. Are you drinking again like always? I hope it's on with you. I hope it's on because I'll take you on 10 times harder than you. You don't know the shit I have on you, bitch. You want to go hard? Where do people find out?
Listen to her threatening Brooke. You don't know the shit I've got on you. Listen, we're very open books, Maria. That's the difference. You are not.
What you've done behind the scenes. I've got all that shit on you.
Listen to her. What you've done behind the scenes. Post it. Post it all. Post it all.
And I'm dying to get that shit off my chest. And you have no idea because I had nothing to do with it. But I do know everything you've done. Some people will be really shocked to get that information. And I've been dying to...
I love this part that she's still done nothing. But during the live, she's thanking people for information. They're saying that Aka Genevra. She's thanking them for information.
Spill it. You know what? If Brooke spills anything or says anything, I'll go live again today because
if Brooke spills or says it, I'll go live again. So Maria ends up saying a combination of hold on 67 times and hold up 5 times. So that was a total of 72 times during this live. That is fucking hilarious.
I've got a lot of shit to get off my chest. I think people would be interested in knowing. Yep, she is.
Listen, I don't think you can get any worse than the ICE threat, okay? I don't think you can get any worse than that, Maria. So stop talking fucking shit.
You don't know the half of it. You don't know the half of it. It's bad.
It's not bad. Maria, stop it. Stop it. I don't think Brooke's got one fucking secret left. Stop it.
And she's going to be like, oh man, I wish you wouldn't have said that. At this point, I don't owe anybody anything. I don't have to hide it from anybody. So yeah, bring it on, Brooke. Bring it on. I welcome it from you. I welcome it. Well, you guys, I'm going to go have dinner. But have a good...
No, she got off this live quick because I'd put it in the 11th live that the police were on their way and all that. She got off this live quick.
rest of the night, whatever. And I might see you a little bit later on if I hear Brooke and her shit. So keep an eye out for when I go live again, because I promise you the next one is even going to be twice as bad. Have a good Friday,
Because I can promise you the next one is going to be twice as bad.
everybody. Turns out PMR is one doing all the shit. Yep. Thank you for saying that. She lied to me for so long about you, and I appreciate that. Bye, everybody. I'm going to...
Whatever. She lied to me so long about you, and I appreciate that. Oh, yeah. Who's the one with the conviction? Who's got a conviction? Ginny has.
go eat with my imaginary husband. Take care.
Okay, this is Maria Villegas.
Okay, so thankfully that is over. Yes, so the things that she's wrote in her community tab this week pertaining to George and his family, it's just not acceptable. She talks most of my shit, my friends. Now, I know. And she's lying that Jules knew before Brooke and that she was just testing Brooke. She's a liar. Because when she phoned Brooke, she was so excited to tell her that Glenwood was locked up. And even if it was a test, why would you go and tell Jules's nemesis? You're an absolute liar, Maria. You were excited about it. The information had been found out, and you did blame Geneva. It was from Geneva. And you did run to Brooke before you told Jules. So Brooke didn't go live right away with that information. She knew for a period of time before she went live. So there's that. Hi, Daisy girl. How are you? And I hope you're having a great cruise. Are you home yet, or are you still away? Yep. Crazy. This week, and it's only Monday. I've only got 5 unchecked boxes. Oh, I am tired. That is exhausting. She wore me down there. And I haven't listened to Cooch. Thank you so much. There was a lot of work went into that video. A lot of work, because there was a lot of doxing, and you really did well. Oh, okay. Safe journey. It's funny that she never, ever. But do you know what is funny? It's funny how she knows how to put up some pictures. Do you know why? See all this bullshit from Maria? I don't know how to put pictures up. It's not. She's too fucking miserable to pay for it. You know how when you pay for StreamYard, you can pay for the basic, which she's probably got. If you want to start showing things and adding stuff to your overlay to put up, you've got to pay for it. She doesn't want to fucking pay for it. She's miserable. She did say it all. She did. But I am super tired, and I'm working again tomorrow. And it's 12:30. So I am going to go off tonight, and I don't know when we'll cover that live yesterday. Crazy. But thanks everybody for coming in, and I hope you all have, oh, I know that, Daisy girl, I know that. And I hope you all have a lovely evening. Okay. Thank you.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub, or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the game, bruh.